Wrong.
Looking at you, especially when it's you and your castmates.
And there we are. Now we're fully on. Hi, everybody. Da da da. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Dinner and a Game. We're completely on now. Everyone can hear us. Everyone can see us. And we...
For the most part, they can see us.
For the most part, we can see us. Corey's camera has decided that Corey is very blurry and fuzzy and hazy.
Which I kind of am, so it kind of works, but... Yeah.
It doesn't work because it makes you mad, though.
Mm-hmm.
It is not good to make him angry. You wouldn't want to see him when he's angry. Yeah.
You might want to also change the stream name because it says Kingdoms of the Mist.
Oh my god.
Wait, we're on Kingdoms of Mist?
We're on Kingdoms of Mist now. We're going to play D&D tonight.
Corey's camera.
Wait, does that make me Drake?
Yes. Yes, it
I don't know,
does.
it's not me.
We can finally make Drake the hero.
Who am I?
Who am I?
You're Jean.
All right. We are now changed over to Best Days,
He
episode
would be
1.
fantasy dad.
Actually, that actually fits considering your mustache and everything right now. Like when Joe first gets out of prison.
What? When who gets out of prison?
Jean Valjean and Les Miserables.
Oh, good God. Ladies and gentlemen, we are Dinner and a Game. This is what happens when we all get together. Chaos ensues. You guys get to go along for the ride. Let's go ahead and see what we got here for music. Let me put this on the right setting for that so everyone except for my beautiful cast can hear it. There we go. All right. So tonight we're going to be playing a game called Best Days. And this game is pretty much a... I guess the nearest thing we could say it is a little riff on Stranger Things. It's also kind of based off of X-Files. And the main riff off Stranger Things is the fact that the game itself is set in the 80s. In fact, we're playing in 1985. I was a sophomore in high school.
I was 6 years from being born.
Dun dun dun. If you can't tell, I'm old.
11 years from being born for me.
Oh, good God.
God, fuck you, Kel.
My knee pain is older than you, Kel.
I think the fifth on the year I was born. Shut the fuck up, Rick.
So,
So, fun fact, technically Stranger Things would be a riff on this because the book came out in 2015.
Yeah, but the game we're playing and the game system we're playing is one of our very, very good friends and game designers. This game is, oh my God, my brain just went out my ear.
It's
not Monster of the Week.
No, something of the apocalypse.
It's not Powered by the Apocalypse.
No, it's hold on, I got it. It's the
Thank
Year
you.
Zero engine.
Year Zero engine.
Zero engine.
And what is the name of the game company?
Oh, fuck you, man.
What do we pay you
Hold on.
for?
What do we pay you for? Corey, did you know you're getting paid?
My charming personality.
I think we just get
Free
paid
League.
in,
It's Free League.
Free League.
is
Yeah.
the-
We get-
Free
yeah,
League
Free League.
Publishing.
we get paid in Scooby Snacks, guys.
We get paid in Scooby Snacks. And they are elite and excellent Scooby Snacks, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they still put up with this shit week after week. So we have this game in many different formats. I actually got the book. It's currently sitting at the rental house, which we're still cleaning out. But this game is very, very simple system. The reason that Jessica was saying Monster of the Week is because it has a lot of similarities to that system. And the fact... What was that? Oh, never mind. Then the fact that it has very, very basic rules set up. It's very, as they like to say, rules light. So you basically have a character archetype, which in this case, we've chosen to play a little bit older than what is supposed to be standard for the game. But the characters are all pretty much, they're supposed to be, what, grade school, middle school age?
10 to 16.
Yeah.
Is 16 is the oldest you're supposed to be.
Yeah, and so we basically decided that that's a little bit on the whole concept of what could happen.
Yep.
So we decided we were going to up the age a little bit, and we are currently playing them at everyone's about the same age, right? 17, 16 or
Well,
17.
yeah,
I'm
Yeah, 16.
Probably 16.
17.
House characters. Yeah, I'm 17. My character's 17.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And the basic way they handle the mechanics for playing kids who are so young is there's that whole thing of guardian angels watching over children. So the younger you play, you actually get bonuses from it. But your age actually determines your highest stat capability. Now, because we're playing beyond maximum age, the PCs are all made with maximum stats. But they don't get the one saving grace that all the little kids get, and that is luck. The younger you are, the more luck points you have, and luck points can be used to save your ass.
Wait a
I mean,
minute.
I
So
have-
I could have played a 10-year-old and been a halfling with the halfling luck?
Basically,
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
I need to remake my character.
Well, I was gonna say I'm right in the age range that the book says anyway, so I actually do have some luck points.
I am 1 year outside of it. I think we said that we got that you would
We
let us
gave
have
everyone
like,
two.
two,
Yeah.
just to make it.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
do.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's why I have to. Never
Yeah.
mind. It's been a while since I read the book.
Yeah, I mean, we literally started trying to play this game a month ago, and we just finally got around to getting
3 months ago.
3 months ago.
Yeah, it's been 3 months,
Good,
if not longer.
Yeah.
But
It's been like 2-3 months,
Longer,
guys.
actually.
like
Yeah.
we always say here, real life comes first, and
Yeah.
real life came first for a while.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Nobody mad about it. Ain't nobody mad about it.
Don't remind me, Corey. I'm still.
I think we're all still.
I'm
Yeah, 'cause a
actually
lot
in
of-
the middle of my
I know.
That's
I'm
fair.
so sorry.
Also,
So-
with the fact that I pulled 80 hours of overtime in 6 weeks.
Damn.
Anyway, we're going to step away from reality right now, and we're going to get into some fantasy. And in order to do that, we're going to start playing a game called Tales from the Loop.
Science fantasy.
Science fantasy, true. This is set in an alternate Earth, 1980s style, and the biggest thing about this is science is the biggest weird thing, because unlike our 80s where we were in a Cold War and everyone was, thinking about how they can make their next dollar and get their next fix of cocaine. This game is pretty much set in a situation where the scientific community managed to do one thing that we hopefully still haven't done, and they managed to start a large hadron collider, and they actually breached an alternate universe in the 1950s. They breached several alternate universes, and then they used those machines, these loops, to bring over different technologies and other things from those alternate worlds. Now, because of the way this works, sometimes things could still slip through without being brought through on purpose. So, in the two places where the loops exist, there is a lot of weird shit that happens. One of them is in Europe, but the other one is in New Mexico, which is where we're going to be basing our game out of.
Wait, we're in New
Where
Mexico.
in Europe again?
Huh?
Where in Europe again?
You can say, but
Scandinavia?
it's Norway.
Norway.
It's Norway.
Norway. Especially with some of these names. Yeah, Norway out by the Arctic Circle, Norway.
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
Yep.
Far north Norway.
And that's
Well,
actually
That explains why Lynx's dad was the scientist from Germany.
yeah.
Yep.
No, that makes
Yeah.
perfect sense.
Literally, he just got transferred to the other location.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the one in Norway is the one called the Loop. And the biggest thing about that one is it's the newest one, so it had the most stolen science applied to it. The original Loop was the one in New Mexico, and
We're in Nevada, not New Mexico.
Oh, it's Nevada. Sorry,
I
Nevada.
Yeah.
thought it was like Nevada or.
Oh yeah, because it's right by Lake Mead, isn't it?
Yeah, we are on Lake Mead.
Yep.
Like the city is on Lake Mead.
So the Loop in Nevada is the old version of the Loop, and so it's even less stable than the one in Helsinki. So it's gonna be an interesting time. Our characters are ball-playing children of in high school, and they're all basically trying to survive when the world is stranger than it should be, and none of the adults will listen because they're all neck deep in this venture to try and exploit these other realities to gain as much as they can from them. And as usual, it's their loved ones who are going to end up taking the kick for this. So capitalism, yes. So
Kind of reminded me of the whole Peter Pan Wendy thing. You know, one day she got too old, she grew up, she couldn't solve crimes anymore. I'm just saying.
What was she, the Scooby Gang?
Oh, I just
I mean,
wanted to see.
Established that we get paid in Scooby snacks, so
Yeah, there we go. That is true.
At least
Wait,
I'm
y'all get-
consistent.
I was like, wait, y'all get Scooby snacks?
Mm-hmm.
you got
you
kittens.
get Scooby snacks at Gen Con.
Yeah, I paid you for a lifetime of Scooby snacks.
That's right. The Ken situation kind of changed our house, but I'll talk about that after stream. All right,
What?
listen. Ken thinks someone. Let's say landlord found out about cats didn't go well.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what? The cat?
I'll talk after stream.
At the stream. All right. So I'm just looking for one thing real quick. I need to create a command. But we're going to go ahead and say hi to our wonderful players and see how they're doing. We won't start with Lissa because she just took a big bite of sandwich.
Let's start with her. You must start with her. She made her choice.
No, we will start with Kel. Kel, how have you been, sir?
You just put something in his mouth. You are
Well,
such
I
a
was looking away because I was typing in a command. I did not see him put something in his mouth.
waiter. You are such a waiter.
It's instinctive. Corey.
Crazy.
How are you
Hi.
doing, Corey?
I'm here. I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Aside from tech issues and
Aside from tech issues and life issues, I'm doing good.
tech issues and pain issues, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't play with that.
It's a. Aside from that, I'm good.
Excellent, wonderful.
For as good as he can be. Just casually skimming through the rules book here, just
Mhm.
getting myself reacquainted with some information.
Yep.
You are still
yeah.
reading porn stash. I will give you that.
Dun
point.
dun dun.
I you may not be able to see it, viewers at home, but I have a nice mustache now. Even though the camera doesn't want you to see it.
Even with the blur, they can see it.
Can they see it? Okay.
Oh yeah.
You're a redhead. You got a red beard.
Yeah, funny enough, you're clearer on stream than you are for me right now.
No fucking way.
Wait,
God damn it.
You are clear on stream.
Ugh.
I think because the stream has your video compressed a bit more, which is probably what's helping.
Probably, yeah. Well, then they can see the anguish in my eyes better than y'all can.
Yes.
So good. But no,
Look, I always have the
I'm-
stream up to the side so I can see exactly how anguished you are.
I'm glad someone can sit there with me. But just as an
Are
intro,
you
hi,
watching?
I'm Corey or Coco, the hipster GM. I'll be playing a character tonight named Robbie, and I'm excited to play. Let's
Absolutely.
go.
We're gonna get some playing time in, and we're gonna have a blast doing it. So, Corey, tell us a little bit about Robbie.
Since the session 0 was so long ago,
Mhm.
and no one here, aside from a few of us, I'm sure, none of the viewers, I'm sure, will remember anything about it. Robbie is kind of that scummy-looking weirdo that drives the old beat-up van, chain smokes cigarettes all day. You never really know what he's doing exactly, but he's always doing something. Probably, you would think he might probably sell a little bit of weed here and there, but he's definitely always in his van, and he's always talking about something, very rapidly talking about crazy conspiracy theories. He is, I'll give you a physical description. He's about 6'1", 6'2", not huge, but pretty thin. Consistently wears ruddy band t-shirts. Basically, no shirt you have ever seen this man in has looked like it was bought anywhere but like at a concert 10 years ago or at a gas station recently. That's the clothing he is wearing. His t-shirts are of that quality at all times, and is always wearing a clearly very old like army, like a military fatigue jacket, just at all times. Like World War II era fatigue jacket. He's just always wearing it.
It's his go-to.
It is his go-to. It is his go-to.
Excellent.
And it does not look like something he got surplus. It does look like it might have been overseas at one point. It might have actually been worn during the Second World War.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So, Lissa, how are you?
Hello.
doing?
I'm doing all right. The things they excite. I have a new desktop computer, so that's been interesting.
Nice.
Yes. How's it been going?
It's been going nice. I'm enjoying this. Now just to work out the kinks.
It's nice to have something that can actually blow through stuff, right?
My poor laptop, like, that thing got work.
Yeah.
That thing got work.
It's all about watching your PC just try and limp through a stream, and then you finish up and like you touch it, and it's like you could cook an egg on your laptop.
That's why I have like one of the little laptop fan things under it
Yep.
whenever I would do things.
So, who are you playing tonight?
I am playing London, aka Lynx Svets. I am the rocker. London goes by the pronouns they, them. They are about 5'10", have blue hair, definitely that stereotypical like 80s metal rocker. So like the leather vest, the band t-shirts, like printed tee.
Torn up jeans
Yeah, torn up jeans.
with like the safety pins all in them.
Yeah. Occasionally, even though like the grunge era hasn't like actually hit yet, like still like the flannel shirts and things like that.
Well, the punk era already had that before the grunge era did.
Yeah, it's true. So definitely has that from the punk era. Yeah, that is the description of them. Their parents are no longer together. Warren's Warren's dad was having an affair with Lynx's mom.
That's right. That's right. You guys are doing that whole kind of related, but not, but kind of, but oh, this is gross.
Yeah. Since Warren was the popular kid, and it was like Lynx was the one who realized things beforehand and kind of like was like, "Oh, I'm gonna need to help this kid out because
I'm gonna need to help this kid.
shit's about to hit the fan, and he's not ready." So, kind of like took him under their wing. It was like, "Nah, kid. Like,
Nah, kid.
it's okay." Lynx's dad is a scientist at the Loop. Lynx's mom also works there, but in different departments. As such, they're pretty well off. So like, what is actually like? It was meant to obviously be like the pool storage area. But large enough that it could be like a workshop kind of thing, has been turned into a full like sound recording studio kind of situation for Lynx to be able to like rock out. But like mom and dad soundproofed it.
To keep their sanity.
To keep their sanity. And like Lynx is living with dad at the house that has that, because they, obviously are not too happy with mom for like doing that.
So there may be some rebellion against authority issues here, but everything's really good. It's great. It's great.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Kel, how are you doing?
good now that I ate some food.
And,
But
go ahead.
go ahead.
No,
I was like-
go ahead.
But yeah, I'm Kellen, also known as the Celtic Wyvern King. You can find me on Twitch and TikTok under the same. And as Lisa said, I'm playing Warren, the popular kid. I was like, you know what? Wasn't really popular in high school. Let's be popular here. At least try to. We'll see how well I get into that role.
I'm actually looking forward to it so much.
Oh, it's gonna be awkward as all hell.
It's gonna be amazing.
Anyway, but yeah, Warren, like Warren's popular character make is part of this track team. Like he's like their star athlete. It's actually how he knows just character Sam is because both their teams practices would have about the same time.
But yeah, I forgot to note that that's how Jess's character and my character know each other. They both do track.
And then, as Alyssa said as well, Warren and Lynx know each other because their parents decide to have an affair. And just how Lynx's dad is not too happy with the mom, Warren's mom is not too happy with the dad.
How's Warren feel about it?
It's like mad, but can't really do anything about it. So he's just like, whatever.
Well, here's the question:
crap.
how was mom and dad's relationship prior to all of this? Like, were they fighting all of the time?
You know, that's something we didn't discuss when we were deciding this and laughing our butts off when we decided to make that the connection.
Yep.
I think because I know we said what happened after. I don't remember every detail, but I remember the after.
I remember asking if, you know, one
Really not
mom
that nice.
helped the other dad as a revenge thing. Just a guess.
I think we ended up not going with that.
Yeah, we rolled for that, but it landed on no. Yeah, funny note. No, I'm joking. Like a lot of stuff, like which parent it was, if they were going to aim for a divorce afterward or try to make it work. We just all rolled for it at that
Yep.
point.
Yep.
It was very almost the dad and the dad or the mom. Like it was almost like those combos too.
It was like a very much the dice will decide.
But it's also because most of us were just too tired to really think.
Well, once again, real world, you know.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. But you know, I was gonna roll the dice. We're gonna see evens. It was stable. Odds. It was
There are plenty of systems out there that literally do that for character creation, because it develops a character really quickly and it draws you into the character development because you're spending less time trying to think something up and more time filling in the blanks that the random decisions leave.
Well, Powered by the Apocalypse is a good system that does something like that.
Mhm.
Because
Oh, yeah.
at the beginning of every game, you have like 2 questions. It's like, you know, like what is the character that you would want to kiss before you meet your doom,
Mhm.
for example.
And Kids on Bicycles does the same thing.
Well, Kids on Bikes is another Powered by the Apocalypse game. And that's why I said the game systems between Powered by the Apocalypse and this game system are very, very synergistic in a way. The dice pool systems are very different.
But like Powered by the Apocalypse, this game has a post-session check-in.
Mhm.
Yep.
Powered by
But
the
yeah,
Apocalypse has a whole.
No.
no, it does.
Powered by the
post-session.
Apocalypse has a post-session check-in.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
more about allocating XP.
Not really. It really depends.
It
'cause,
depends.
like Monster of the Week, it's like, did you accomplish this thing? Cool. Did you do this? Cool. Oh, you didn't do this? Okay.
Yeah, but in Monster of the Week, if you do those things, you get XP.
But maybe.
That's how it works in this one too.
So
Yeah,
they got a lot of
Yeah.
stuff in common.
Oh yeah.
So
I was just trying to make a through line.
Liz, what are you drinking?
Green tea, passion fruit, papaya flavored.
Yummy.
But I was gonna say, I did roll for it. Now, Warren's parents their relationship was a little rocky, which is probably what helped led to the affair.
Gotcha.
Now, I can't remember because I know you didn't say this part, but I can't remember if we decided last minute. Did we say which parent instigated it, so to speak? Like which parent? Like
I don't remember. I'm sure we did, but for the life of me, I can't remember. So go ahead and roll.
And the big thing is in real life, it's not really an instigated usual situation.
Well, I didn't mean instigate, but like who probably like encouraged it is probably the way I should have phrased that.
Who stopped
like
paying attention to who?
Usually things like this are way more complicated than someone
Than a
told you
dice
and
roll,
made you
yeah.
horny.
Yeah.
I know. Well, I'm not. What I mean by encourage, like who started flirting first, like who kind of helped start the snowball effect, so to speak.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by that. Like I could have phrased it a lot better. All right, Eric, Lissa, I'll let you call it even or odd for which one.
Odd.
Odd being your parent.
Yeah.
That's a 4, so it's Warren's dad.
If I remember correctly, your dad has been like the asshole out of all of this too. Like, he's been the worst part of it.
Yeah,
I mean, it tracks though.
Yeah, no, it
definitely
does track because of that. All right, Eric.
Poor guy.
The dice told a story.
No, not poor guy. Well, in Warren's case, yeah, poor guy.
Now, one of the big mechanics in this game is called your drives. So, real quick, let's tie in and see what everyone chose for their drives for their character. We'll start this time with Corey. Corey, what did you choose for your drive for your Robbie?
So, for reasons that will come to fruition sooner rather than later, I am sure, Robbie really wants to know more about the loops. He's only been in this town for about 6 months, and has spent a lot of that time, when not forcibly being in school, and doing what he has to get by there. He has been researching the loops as best he can. He wants to know more about them. His drive is to understand more about the loops.
And Lissa, what is Lynx's drive?
Lynx's drive is hunger for everything in life. So, kind of like, oh, what does this button do? What does this do? I'm gonna try this.
Gotcha. And oh my God, I am so bad. Bobby, Jessica,
Yeah. What?
you are my amazing wife, Mrs. Dag Show at ease. Who
I
are
know
you playing
For me
tonight?
sooner or later. I am playing Samantha Stevenson. I am a jock. I can also, by the way, yes, my name is Jessica Smith. You can also find me under Mrs. Dag Show or just Jess Smith, or just what is it? I'm on Facebook and all the Dag Show crap. I do that. So just if you're curious, send me a DM. Anyway, I am playing a jock whose drive is to be actually counted as seen and respected as one of the boys before she knocks your fucking block off. Might have aggression issues. I did not roll for it, but my mother is dead. My daddy's alive. The pool house is pretty much my playground. Yeah. And pretty much the pool house has not like my nice clean bedroom, but it has Larry Bird stuff all over it. 85, so he hasn't had the 86 season yet. For those basketball nerds, we count. But yes, I'm a jock. I am not going to be my usual brainiac self. So lots of high from this stuff. Corey sells me.
So, and that would be Robbie, I guess.
Robbie, sorry.
All right, and
Not Corey, Robbie.
gotcha. And
I haven't done that since my early 20s, guys. Come on.
and finally, Warren. What is Warren's drive?
So Warren's drive is just to kind of just get some relief from being the popular kid. It's kind of like he is a popular kid, but it's also a burden.
Gotcha. So we established some links. Like we have Warren's link to links. Samantha, you and Robbie had a pre-established link, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Shop class.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
you guys were in shop class together.
Were we in shop or
Yes.
automotive shop? There's a difference.
We were in automotive shop.
Even better.
Robbie, how are you? How much are you into school?
So to give a good he's 17 and should probably be a senior, but is a sophomore. It's not because he is not intelligent. He's actually very smart. He just doesn't fucking care. He's had a bit of a life, and he is into certain things more than others. He's not bad at school. He just doesn't really put too much into it, and is hoping to just be a good enough mechanic to just leave at some point. But kind of because of his age, still has to go currently. There are truancy laws in the 80s. You can only get away with so much at this point. But he goes to school because he kind of has to. That's really it. He's not bad at it. He doesn't specifically hate it. He's just not super interested in a lot of it. Certain things really interest him, others don't. But he really does love his art classes, and specifically all of the shop and mechanic classes that he's taken. This is actually probably, since this is his third school since he's been in high school, this is probably at least the third time he's taken this exact class before.
Gotcha.
Ugh.
And so
He literally uses the class as a means to just get parts to work on his own car for free. That's any project he does is on his personal vehicle.
I was going to say, anytime his vehicle breaks down, he brings it into the shop class, and it becomes the next project.
It becomes the next project. Yep.
Gotcha. What is
Robbie's
vehicle?
His vehicle is actually his. It is his iconic item. It's a 1975 Chevy van. If you want to pull up an image of that for the people at home, get an idea of what a 1975 Chevy van looks like.
Does it have the wizard painted on the side?
So it originally had the design that I have written down is that it had like a classic operatic Viking riding like a dragon kind of thing, but it has faded so far in the past 10 years that all that's really left is like chunks of color where it used to be a clear image.
Now I'm trying to find a picture of a beat up 1975.
I love it.
Oh, I also had to take my laptop back to factory specs, so all the cool stuff I previously had on it is gone.
No.
Which includes the 75 van that I found that was so badass.
Well, we've all seen those fucking done up old vans with the mural on the side with the wizard. Oops, I see
is stream messed up on anyone else?
No, I was pulling something up and it made it blank on the cameras.
Okay.
What is it? It's that fucking Disney movie.
Onward.
The big brother.
That's my favorite Disney film.
Which one?
Onward. It makes me cry every time I watch it. I love
Onward's the name of it?
Oh.
Onward. Yeah.
Yeah, Onward.
But no, it originally had a operatic style, horned Viking with a big old battle axe riding a dragon. It has faded to such an extent now that you can kind of vaguely tell they were people at one point. Like there was things there, and there's splotches of color. And Robbie has definitely tried to fix it up a little bit here and there, but it's all kind of different shades of color now. It's just kind of splotchy and terrible. But the thing runs like a beast.
Which is the
runs
part of it.
Perfect.
There's the van.
Let's see. Yes, it is exactly that, a 1975 Chevy van. That is exactly what it is.
And is it a panel van too? It doesn't have any windows except for the front and the back?
It just has the back. That is it. No, it is panel van. The back doesn't even have windows. It's just doors. It might have at one point. It does not anymore.
So it has like the 70s,
It has the It has like the two. It has like the two doors that open on the side, which a couple of these had. I looked through this. I looked for this exact van for a while. It has the two doors that open in the back that you can swing open, and it has the door on the side too.
We'll find We'll find someone to actually do use paint shop and paint the mural on the side of the van. The faded out mural.
Look, man, if I can get the money for it, because I found one of these locally for like 10 grand, if I had the money, I would have that in my fucking front yard right now, and I would be doing the paint job for it. Because in the creation of this character, I want this van. But the van's name is Bill.
Bill.
Van's name is Bill.
Now, Samantha's signature is Samantha's. No, your pool house is the clubhouse.
If I can talk everybody into it.
Well, I was going to say, is it the clubhouse or is it the pool house your signature item?
Well, words hard. You gotta stop letting me smoke resin, babe. I'm telling you. No, my original signature item was gonna be. Shut up.
You good?
I'm waiting for Giggles over there.
Come on.
I want to see if he gets more red.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Cal.
I had to take my heads out of work call. I had to arm the store because I was borrowing an employee.
Okay, no problem.
Sorry.
Real life comes first, even in game.
Yep. I need to actually get there.
I see it's dark outside. Nice.
Anyway, so what's up?
Oh, nothing. I was just going over. Jessica, does your character have a signature item?
It was gonna be the hockey stick, but then I switched to basketball. So, just because I
know
shit
I know
about
what it can be.
A pair of tennis shoes.
Yeah, your favorite pair of high tops.
well, those are gonna probably be Chuck Taylor's.
It doesn't.
There you go.
It doesn't matter though. The signature item is something that's really
My
unique to your
signature
character.
item is a red pair of Chuck Taylor's.
There you go.
Bright red, very obnoxious.
There you go.
Bright red.
So that means that we have Robbie's and Samantha's signature items established. Lynx, I think I remember yours. Wasn't yours your jacket?
The leather vest, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's a vest. It's not a jacket. So what does the leather vest look like?
I mean, it's like the stereotypical like patchwork on it. Like, oh, cool. Patch that I want on it, and so it's got like all kinds of like band patches and like the stereotypical anarchy one.
Got it. And where did you get it?
My dad. Because prior to him coming to the U.S., like, yeah, he was a scientist, but on the side, he was also like a German punk rock kid, like at heart.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was one of those guys who was going to college and was gonna change the world.
He was on the west side of the wall. He was on the west side of the wall. He was living it up.
Yeah.
Oh, trying to remember that punk band.
Actually,
both sides. Fun fact: East Germany actually had a thriving punk movement.
Oh, they did. They did.
They would actually dye their hair using like some medicinal cream, something. And so like the only colored hair you could have was like this weird green color for a while, because that and a pink, because they were able to get a hold of things that would turn their hair that color. But no, like actual, like not like manic panic colors. It was okay. This will change my hair green.
Well, I mean, that was the best they could do at that time, and they were the big instigators of a lot of the anti-establishment rallies that would happen in East Germany, and a lot of them went to prison, or disappeared completely. So it was a big thing then. And that, do you have, since you came from that area, because that's where you and Dad came from, correct? Was Germany, or was it just your dad?
Yes. It was just Dad. Lynx was born in the U.S.
Got it. So
Lynx has lived their entire life around the loop.
got it. So you are pretty much a veteran of the music scene at the tender young
Which
ages.
is how me and Lynx have a little bit
Yep.
of connection. There's a record shop / game shop.
Mhm.
Well, they're side by side. They're not together, but they're side by side in town. And that's how we kind of clicked over my 6 months here.
Yep.
And Samantha, I think you and Warren clicked because as a jock, you're kind of on the fringe of the popular crowd, and Warren is a kind of guilt by association style situation because a lot of you,
Cheerleaders.
huh?
We would tell each other which cheerleaders had STDs. You know,
Yeah.
the important stuff.
The important stuff. So you guys
Hi,
have
Rose.
those little scenarios. What we're looking at right now is for you guys, no matter what grade you're in, it's still late May, which means school is wrapping up. Finals are going on. Everyone is doing, depending on their attitude towards school, are in different levels of stress. What would be like Robbie? What would be Robbie's plans for a summer?
For a summer, right now, Robbie is like myself, an October baby. He is he is trying to ride it out until he can be 18 and book. That's kind of his plan right now. Get graduate school or not, he doesn't care. He hits 18, he's like, fuck it, I'm leaving. Might stick around to help Dad out to get him set up enough in this town for Dad to be good, but I'm gone. I just want to go and take my van and drive. So for the summer, it's find some kind of work to do. See if some local mechanic will let me just come sweep the floors and maybe work on a car every now and then. Actually, no, I have established he does have a job with a local mechanic.
Gotcha.
After school, doing grunt work, changing oil is about as much as they'll let him do.
Yeah, after school and weekends type thing.
Yeah, that kind of thing. And so his goal would be for the summer to just work, maybe get the van up and going, maybe add some stuff, maybe put something in it so he can take it on longer trips, do something to it.
Gas would help.
Put a sleeper in the
He's-
back.
He's heard about these awesome things that are these solar panels that have been getting better recently. Maybe he can. We are, mind you, and this isn't crazy for this world. They are technologically closer to like the mid 2000s with 80s flair, right?
Yep.
That's about where we should be, like 2002,
There's
2003.
even some stuff that's way ahead of that.
Yeah, there is. But like communication, power, and fuel sources, they're closer to like where actually fuel sources, they're better than we are. Looking at the book,
Yeah.
they have better. We still run off coal and shit, but other options are there and exist.
They literally anti-gravitational lifts and stuff are a very real thing.
Yeah, but you better have money. That ain't happening for little Robbie.
Nope.
But solar
No
panels.
Ingraph van.
Yeah, no. But solar panels are becoming a thing that he could possibly, if he worked all summer, maybe get one or two. He might be able to pull off something that could fit on top of the van. That is kind of his goal right now, is to get the van going to take off after the summer.
Gotcha.
So, working and trying to stay as minimally sober through the summer as he can.
Gotcha. Minimal. It's working and partying. That's it.
Working and partying. That is Robbie's way of living life for the past 10
and
years.
What would be
Well,
Lynx's
7 years.
Yeah. What would be Lynx's plans for the summer?
I mean, Lynx, probably, I think, because, Dad's scientist probably has, like, some summer camp thing that's, like, science-based that I'm sure,
Weren't
like,
your parents scientists though?
Dad is a scientist, Mom, works in a different department.
Okay, got it. Go ahead. Sorry.
Mom does, like, behind-the-scenes paperwork. Like, she does have, like, a science degree, but she's not, like, the engineering side of things. She's like, all right, let me look at the formulas kind of side of things.
Gotcha.
But like, because of that, they probably have, like, some summer science camp thing that they're gonna go to just for the hell of it. But, like, other than that, they're going to sit in their pool shed and fucking rock out and smoke weed all summer.
And Warren, what about you?
I would say just because, as we established, Warren's dad's kind of a dick. And yeah, I'm trying to remember if we made Warren a rich kid or not when we were talking about this.
We did, yes.
Yep.
Yep, that's right. Yeah. So even though like Warren wants to be trying to do stuff during the summer, like maybe we get a job, his dad's like, nope, or like his dad's like saying like, nah, you ain't working. Like, we have enough money, you don't need to work type deal. So he's had like no real plans.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I'm sure Lynx has kidnapped Warren and they're just like chilling and having a good time in the.
Oh, probably. At one point or another, that's probably gonna happen.
Robbie has been slipping him comic books and shit, and trying to get him to try D&D. He's been trying to get him to try it. It's been more or less like, hey, read this. Trust me, you'll enjoy it.
Robbie's been like, you need to enter the cult of Gygax.
Since we didn't mention earlier, the way Warren and Robbie know each other is that in public, it's kind of they're like public enemy to each other. Like they don't really. But,
I would say standoffish. It's like I don't know anyone at the school well enough to give a shit about the popular kids.
when I say enemies, I mean like enemies.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like
it's like we're not pals for sure.
Yeah.
But Lynx has
and-
brought Warren to the game shop and the music shop, and that's where Robbie is hanging out if he's not getting a couple hours here and there at the mechanic shop.
Yeah.
He's hanging out at the game shop, and so he's. I've been kind of trying to slip him shit. Just be like, trust me. Trust me, this book will change your life. Trust me.
And Warren's normally wearing a hoodie in the comic shop, so people walking by don't see him.
So, Warren, you've been basically spending a lot of time over at Lynx's place.
Because that or house arrest, essentially, because Dad's like, nah, you ain't working.
Yeah.
I feel like Lynx's dad knows that Warren is the kid from the other marriage, and just
has
accepted this. It's like, look, no, you guys have come together in solidarity. Like, I'm not going to like take it out on you. Like, you are a separate person from your dad, kind of thing.
So that's not awkward at all. So, and I was gonna say, Warren, one of the big things about this area, because it's on Lake Mead, there is a portion of the town that is turned into a resort town. Like the town down by the lake, it is nothing but like hotels and like there's some camps and stuff like that, and just some resorts. Hey, Briarissa, thank you so much for joining our own little corner. Thank you so much for joining. Hey,
hey, Sweet Tea Ray. Hey, look at that.
Dun dun dun. But yeah, so it basically comes down to a lot of stuff being like jobs you guys would get for summer jobs would probably be at the resorts and stuff like that. Like except for Robbie, who already basically had a job. So if any of you were going to do summer jobs, they'd probably be down there. And if you guys were doing anything like like going to places for the summer just to like go to have fun and get away, it would definitely be down in the resort towns, because that is pretty much.
I'm sure there's a nice arcade there too for the kids that are.
Yeah, there's the arcade down there is like a huge. Anyone know what Diversions is? Diversions Arcade.
Hell yeah.
It was a big arcade chain back in the 80s and 90s, early 90s. And so they were all over the country. But the big thing about it is that there was like on a Friday night, it was like packed full of kids.
You could smoke in there, shoot pool, gamble, darts.
You could smoke if you were 12 in there.
See, I've only ever seen Diversions on like a fucking boardwalk in the middle of like random beach town.
No.
Nope, San Antonio.
I've never even heard of them until today.
Well,
See,
I don't know if they were nationwide. I know that they were all over Texas for sure.
They were nationwide.
I'm sure they were. It's just my area didn't have one because we actually had a theme park.
Yeah.
that had, like a nice arcade and like an area, like the play area for the kids with the ball pit and like the actual.
The ball pit full of dirty diapers.
Well, that too, but no, like they actually had like the full play place kind of situation that the kids could go in. Also had like a batting cage area and mini golf. So like
Yeah. Go ahead.
my hometown area didn't need one because we had that.
Gotcha. So for the basic situation for where you guys are at, you guys are probably about 5 to 10 miles to the northeast of Boulder City, which is the actual beach. So when you go out to the beach, you go by the Loop, which is basically a big military facility. And you can see it everywhere you go. There's huge cooling towers and everything like that. And how many of your parents actually work at the Loop? I know Lynx's mom does, and dad does. I know your mom does. Your dad does, Samantha. And Robbie's dad works there. Who works there in like? Someone worked there like in the maintenance side.
It's
I think
my
Robbie's
dad.
dad.
It's my dad. He was a
Oh.
army mechanic during Vietnam, and it kind of got him into the. He knew someone who was here who worked at the Loop. He basically does mechanic work, both general vehicles, but also some of the robotics stuff. He has some basic the basic gears and levers kind of shit. He can work on anything of that. That's how Robbie started learning. Yeah.
Got it. And so yeah, he's more environmental maintenance type stuff. With boiler rooms, air pumps, stuff like that.
Literally physical mechanics, like working on engines, anything. He kind of can do just anything, but he basically does engine work, and then when it comes to like some of the robotic stuff, he knows how to work on some of the joints and mechanisms, that kind of thing.
He's not in the actual military though, right?
He was technically in the military. He got discharged.
And now he's a civilian contractor.
He's a civilian contractor. He got the job because of one of his military buddies happens to work at the Loop now.
Got it.
Yeah.
Perfect. And Warren, I know your parents were financially well off, but what did they do?
I'm trying to remember what we said they did because it's been so long.
I mean, there's always that whole point of they could just have money. Their job is having money.
Well, I think that's probably definitely part of it, but I think they still have a job. It's like the one you would think that like most well-off people in the 80s have, like some kind of like really cushy like office job.
They're in real estate.
Yeah.
And they're like landlords or whatever for the resort town area.
They could be lawyers.
Actually,
lawyers.
that's what I was thinking. I was thinking like one probably works like admin in the Loop, and the other one could be like a lawyer for like workman's comp type stuff.
That would be perfect. Have your dad work admin. My character's mom works admin.
Oh, it was an office affair? Oh, it was an office affair?
No. Hold on. His dad definitely needs to be someone who does workers' comp shit.
Yeah. Just to add to the dick
every
part.
workers' comp person is a fucking asshole.
Yep, exactly. That's why I thought that. It's like, we said the dad's a dick. Let's make him the workers' comp lawyer.
Robbie's going to accidentally kill Warren's dad.
Warren will turn the other way.
Warren would turn the other way. Oh my god.
This was not a part of this. I know nothing.
Warren's dad's face is definitely somewhere on one of Robbie's red boards. He doesn't know who the guy is. He just has his picture. It's on there. He doesn't know why, but it's there.
For some reason, you throw darts at it occasionally. It's got a bunch of holes in the head.
Yeah, the ninja stars that I keep in the box.
Ninja stars. I forgot about that.
Yeah, there's just
the one who put it up there. And that's why Robbie has no idea.
Yeah, Warren slipped it in. Warren or Link slipped it in at one point passing by.
Gotcha. So, one of the things that you guys are doing is one of the things you guys do to blow off steam, and it's one of the things that you guys found that you do as a group is, well, actually, would this be something you guys have been interested in doing as a group? Would you guys go to the arcade together?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
And you said the arcade is right next door to the comic book shop type thing?
So they're.
That would make sense.
I would think they would all be in the same place because,
Yeah.
like, because like Robbie's place, not at home, is the like comic / like game store, and so the arcade would be probably very close by.
Yep.
I'm
Oh
sure.
yeah,
Yeah, they're
I'm
all
sure
like,
in that same shopping area, shopping
Yeah.
center.
Yeah.
yeah.
So you've
With
got
the
like,
record-
the record store, the comic store, and then the arcade on the far end.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say the record store would be the big marquee store on one end of it, and the arcade will be the big marquee thing on the other end of it, and then the other stuff will be in between. So it's kind of like this is where all the kids hang out a lot on the weekends.
There's definitely a pizza place,
Mhm.
like a really shitty but delicious pizza place is slammed in there.
Oh yeah, no, it's got like, some greasy pizza, but it's like the good greasy.
The grease is heaven.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are all kind of hanging out at the arcade, and it's one of those situations where the spring is almost over, summer is definitely on its way. You guys just got out of having to wear coats, and you're in sweats and everything like that, or shorts and a sweatshirt type weather. But you can feel that the heat's building up, and that it's going to start getting warm soon.
Robbie is actively wearing acid wash jeans and a 3/4 length trench military coat. It doesn't matter what time of year; it is all he is ever wearing.
That was literally me through high school, dude. Even during the summer, I would literally have shorts and a t-shirt on and a trench coat over it.
You were just silent bombing it at all times.
Yep.
Yeah.
I still have the trench coat somewhere.
I've got one here somewhere.
And
I've got a leather trench
mine
coat
was
somewhere in
a
here.
military issue trench coat that I got from my dad.
You lucky bastard.
Yep. So it was just like, it had the
Yeah.
double layers and it unzipped and
Yep.
everything. So
Yep. Ugh. I wish. Mine's a piece of shit. It was a shitty leather trench coat.
but so you guys are have been already getting into that practice habit of finding the place to go knock off where you have the least amount of interference from adults. And
Yeah.
this shopping center is your place. It's number one, it's because literally any parent can drive by the shopping center and find their kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because the
Where else are we going to be at,
And some of the parents just don't even bother. They'll call down to the pizza shop and say, "Hey, have you seen so and so? Tell them to
Can
get
you tell
home."
And depending
Sure.
on who's working that day, they may or may not get a real answer.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's more like the owner's opening is like, "What do I look like, a babysitter?" Click.
Yep.
But all the other guys who work there, huh?
The wife of the owner is the one that is the kind. Oh yeah, no. If I see them, I'll like she writes a note and everything for the people at the cash register. But the guy that's the main owner that's there more often.
Yeah.
Why do these people keep thinking I'm going to watch their goddamn kids? Meanwhile, wife is just like, yeah, I'll let you know. Yeah, I saw little Jimmy yesterday. I'll let you know if he comes in today. Just really, really conflicting managerial styles.
Absolutely. Oh shit! And if the wife will even run a tab for some kids, and the guy's like, "Why is my register $30 short?"
Sarah, where is all the pepperoni pizza? God damn it!
We can't be
Well,
giving
the
this stuff
thing is,
away.
at the end of the month, the money still balances out because the parents definitely do pay it.
And the
Right.
parents tip.
Well, see, this is the thing. What I'm glad. You know what? I like this because this game is actually built for doing exactly this, and that is
Absolutely.
creating the world, and I love this. But the place is definitely only afloat because of the wife. She is the reason they're still open. He just thinks it's his frugal nature and business sense, but the reality is that Mama is taking
The
care
wife
of
is the one that's actually behind the scenes,
Dude.
calling, being like, "Hey, little Jimmy's tab hasn't been paid. Are you guys okay?"
You know, good.
Do you need more time?
It's taken care of.
Oh, here. What's the name of the place gonna
We're in Nevada. We are based around a science community.
Space
We're,
cadets.
we're outside of, but we're in Boulder City,
Nitros.
Nevada. Hold on.
Nitro's Pizza.
What pizza?
Nitro's Pizza.
Nitro's is
funny.
solid.
It's kind of funny because I was thinking Neutron's Pizza.
Yeah, I was going towards. I was going towards
Neutron,
that too.
Something
Yeah.
sciencey.
I love it how we're like, we know science words.
Aren't we so smart?
We're so smart. So Nitro or Neutron?
And you're
Hold
alive.
on. Hold on.
Corey, what'd you do?
It's just
Pathological
Pizza Planet,
pizza?
guys. It's just Pizza Planet.
Pizza Planet?
It's just Pizza Planet. We can't. That's not what we're calling it.
Aww.
I don't think the Big
Hey,
Mouse
it's a-
guy is gonna come after us. But at the same time,
Here.
It's a
too
party.
No, here I got
Ray's Pizza Planet.
no
There
Pizza
we go.
Moon. Pizza Moon.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Munchie Moon.
Oh,
It's not just
oh,
pizza.
that's even
They do
better.
nachos. They do nachos. a lot.
Because like the when the moon meets your eye, like a big pizza pie. That's amore.
There you go.
When did that come out?
That's
from
amore.
Right?
The 1940s.
I was thinking
Yeah.
Moonstruck.
Oh, Moonstruck.
No, no, no.
Oh,
Oh,
Actually,
Moonstruck
when did
Pizza.
Moonstruck come
Yeah?
out? When did? God, why do y'all
Moonstruck-
do this to me every time?
87,
God?
87.
It
Hey,
doesn't
2
matter.
years
We can
too
still call
soon.
it Moonstruck.
Yeah.
It can still be called Moonstruck.
And when the movie comes out, he tries to sue the movie.
He definitely fucking does.
That's but yes.
All right, so Moonstruck Pizza. That's just called Moonstruck. It's a pizza. It's pretty much a pizza place, snack place, everything place.
It's pizza, burgers, hot dogs, those
Well,
delicious
it's like how
shitty nachos.
Papa John's and Domino's are trying to do it now, where they've got like the pasta and the sandwiches
Oh my
and
God.
the pizza
If you have
and the
not tried the
salad.
fucking loaded tater tots from Domino's yet,
Try them.
they're a religious experience.
Good enough. Good
I don't
enough.
usually
Domino's,
get
we will take
Domino's just
sponsorship.
because
We
they're
are whores.
last I heard, at least they were still anti-abortion.
Who was?
Domino's.
Domino's, the owner is.
Never mind,
yeah,
Domino's
the owner
right in
is.
hell.
Yep.
All right, so but yeah, Moonstruck is the name of the place, and they are. And it's one of those places that's like just it's got a counter with the ovens behind the counter, right behind them, a bunch of fires to the back for all the fried foods, of one big grill plate, and then it has like the drink fountain on the customer side, and then it has like maybe a dozen tables along one wall, and that's the entire fucking restaurant.
The whole thing.
Yes.
That's it.
And it has red and white checkered floor.
Perfect.
Yes.
It is red and white tiled checkered floor.
And it has those like stereotypical like green tables.
Yep. It has the green
Yes.
table. I think me and actually, how long were you in the town that you're in now? I'm not giving away your full place, but how long did you live there previously? Because there was a
Not very.
restaurant like there was a restaurant
Yeah,
like
it's an
this
Italian
there.
place. It's still there.
Is it still there?
Yes, it's
Oh
still
my
there.
god! I didn't know it was still there.
It's still
I gotta
there.
go next time.
Yeah,
Hi,
and
Kyle.
it's still making bank, man.
Good. Okay.
It will
That's,
give
that's
you
literally
the
what I was
same-
seeing in my head
Yep.
was that
It's
place. I
still
was
there.
seeing that place.
For the audience's edification, we moved to a town where Corey kind of grew up. And it's a
I lived
small
there
town.
for a decent chunk of the formative years of my life. I lived there. Yeah, it's just fucking weird that they moved there.
When we
Yeah.
start doing face-to-face games, we're gonna have Corey and his wife come out and at least play in one of them.
we're gonna have to. We
Yeah.
already decided we have to come up there. We
Oh,
have
yeah.
to.
You have to. see
I've been
what
trying
the
to.
place.
I have been trying to get an excuse to go up there. Now I got one. You know,
Hey, we're building the guest room, so you'll have a place to crash.
not a place to be. Well, we will work on it when we're both better.
Gotcha.
And if you remember the cemetery, that is
Hmm?
literally at the end of the street from us.
We have to talk because we have to talk.
We did.
My family's business is right next. My mom's old business is right next to that cemetery. But we are in the middle of a game. So it's not the time.
Yes, we'll get back
All right,
to
so
it.
We'll get
we
back to
now
that.
have Moonstruck.
Sorry, everybody.
Oh, what's
Sorry.
the name of the
Moonstruck.
arcade? And, I was thinking the arcade would be one of the big businesses in the strip mall, just because it needs so
Yeah.
much square footage for the games.
Yo, yeah.
And then on the other end of the strip mall was what?
Was the like
The other place.
the
The comics. No, the record store.
Record store. Yeah.
there's and then like
The
the
record
comic
store
slash
was the other
game
big-
store. And the comic slash game store is kind of like in
I know
there.
the perfect
Yeah.
record store to be there because for some reason they're always in small towns.
Oh,
Which
the
ones?
Bunkers.
Hastings is not. It's
I
a
mean,
little
it's-
shady.
It is a chain, but
It
for
is a
some reason
chain.
they always put one in
They
a small
are,
town.
yeah, they are, and in towns like that, yeah.
Yeah, where there's a lot of people
This-
with a lot of expendable. High,
This place is really giving me San Marcos vibes.
Yes.
Real
Yes.
quick,
Yeah,
Golden
very
City
much
feels like San Marcos. Yeah,
because
Oh,
one of
yeah.
the big things about Hastings was way back in the day when we that was like when you didn't have a
No.
game store in your town, you could go to Hastings. They would order your D&D books for you.
Yep.
So
But I mean, Hastings makes sense to be there for sure. As the like record store,
mhm. And then
Yeah.
what about the arcade?
the arcade.
I like to stick with the space thing, just because I've
Yeah.
Because it's also Nevada. Nevada has a lot of like
Yeah.
astrological
Yeah.
connections. So yeah.
Oh shit! We can be really cheesy and just call it Space Invaders.
better, best.
We
Let's-
can get you could get away with it in the 80s.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right. And if we need anything else, we have an entire strip mall to play with. So
Oh, I will say the game store I did name because my anchor is the owner of the game store.
what is the game store's name?
Oh,
It is called where is it? It's in here. No.
No.
Oh no, it's gone.
well, it can be
Something
their
didn't
Space
save.
Invaders then.
Hang on a second. I called it Space Invaders.
This pisses me off because I had a name
Child.
in here.
What was that?
what are you doing?
Loving on you, Mama. So, but we'll just leave it blank for now. It's just comic book shop.
Cardboard Castles.
Oh, Cardboard Castles.
Cardboard Castles. It's the name of an album from a band that I like, but also it's a really good name for creative,
Absolutely.
Why, yes.
for creativity.
Yes, it is.
All right, Cardboard Castles. Why can't I spell today? Oh wait, because it's every single day of the week that I can't spell. So,
Yeah, I'm your spell checker.
So you guys have been like hanging out at the strip center, mainly hanging out in Space Invaders. Basically, just doing that whole killing time. No one wants to no one wants to go study for freaking finals, and you're just pretty much doing everything you can to keep your mind off of the fact that another summer is coming. And for those of you who've been in town for a while, the summers here can be pretty fucking dull. I mean, there may be a lot of tourism and everything like that, but for the locals, the tourist stuff got boring real fast. And other than that, this is a small town in the middle of fucking nowhere. So it can be really, really boring and really, really dull. Which is why, as you guys...
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm sure like there's a local spot that the teens hang out by the lake and
Oh,
whatnot.
yeah, absolutely.
There most definitely has to. That's like where the teens is like, oh, we're gonna go get drunk and party together.
Oh, there's definitely a series of rocks that fall in such a way that they have a hidden fire pit in there.
Mhm.
You know, there's definitely a spot.
In our little neck of the woods, since Corey lived in the same kind of area that we did, there was a little town called New Braunfels that had a big lake called Canyon Lake on it, and there was a place in New Braunfels on Canyon Lake called North Park, which was actually a neighborhood. But if you drove to this one cul-de-sac that they never bothered to build anything in, you could jump the fence and go down, and you would be literally on cliffs overlooking the lake. And that's where we all went to go drink and party.
I was not of age, but I knew where that place was.
Yes.
I lived in New Braunfels as well, by the way. Yeah, New Braunfels and
Nice.
McQueenie. If you know where McQueenie is, I lived
Yes.
there too.
Our
It was
old
awesome.
house was right down from McQueenie. We literally lived in Marion.
I'm so sorry.
I lived in Kirby. If you
Oh,
remember. Yeah,
I know where Kirby is.
We
Yeah.
all know each other way too much.
All these fucking Texas places. We all end up
Hey,
in the
we
same
are
place.
playing a game set in the 80s, so there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So you guys, so you're doing the whole thing that kids at that age always do. Summer's
Trying
coming.
to get Robbie to help me rebuild my 43 Ford Coupe. Because
he probably can. Honestly.
That's what I'm doing over the summer since he hit me.
So Samantha, how are you going to pay for that? Is Daddy going to pay for it, or is that because that's not a small dime job?
Well, what he said is whatever money I put in, he would put in double that amount to the rest of.
Gotcha. So you're still spoiled. Got it.
Fuck yeah.
So
and,
hey, look, we already established for my character's 17th birthday, they got an Audi Quattro.
Yeah, and don't you have an actual recording studio in your house?
Oh yeah, it feels horrible that they're going through a divorce. So Dad has overcompensated
with his checkbook.
The fridge that's out there is still the hand-me-down from when he remodeled the house.
You know what? Since we're going into the summer and knowing Robbie, I'm going to say this right now. He's been working weekends at this mechanic's place, right? Now Robbie is a communist.
I'm telling you, if you help me rebuild it,
hold up. This is where I'm going. Hold on. That's where I'm going. Robbie is a communist in a military town.
Oh God.
He definitely overheard something that he couldn't keep his mouth shut on, and he definitely lost his fucking job at the mechanic's place. I'm realizing this right now. He definitely lost it and is actively looking for work right now. That is part of what he is doing, is trying to find
Robbie
work.
probably got hired by Lynx's dad to help with some of the remodel.
Very possible. Very possible.
And my dad to help with.
I am taking any work that I can get, and I'm charging your dad double. everything that I do for the work on Sam's vehicle is charged double because I just don't like her dad. I can't. I don't like any of y'all's parents, to be fair. I don't like any of your parents.
What the fuck, dude?
Hey, look.
I think you probably like my character's dad more than the other parents.
Well, I was going to say, does Robbie just say things like they're all part of the bourgeoisie?
Oh, Warren's dad, I think I probably have an active chip on my shoulder willing to fight him on sight.
I feel like Lynx's dad.
Warren and Lynx's, and for Lynx. I would fight him for both of them, but also, he's the fucking bourgeoisie. Fuck that guy.
I feel like Lynx's dad has actually actively sat down with Robbie because he's also doing the work. He's not just paying you. He's actually doing it himself.
Yeah.
And you guys have sat down and had a joint together.
Yeah, for sure. No, I think Lynx's dad is the only parent or the only adult next to Vince who owns Cardboard Castles that I trust in the world. I love my dad, but I do not like my dad. I don't trust my father. One of those things.
Lynx's dad definitely has that German view of alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So we sit down in between doing work and have a beer.
Yeah.
He makes sure that Robbie doesn't get drunk because
my dad never
be working with sharp equipment and stuff like that.
Jay. I don't even call my dad Dad. My dad's name is Jay. Jay has never once tried to make sure I didn't get drunk. He just never guards anything. He's very absent in that way. So Robbie actually has a hard time getting drunk near your dad because he doesn't let him do enough. So yeah, it's a problem.
It is definitely a problem.
I feel like Lynx's dad has slowly became a father-esque figure to Robbie.
Yep, it's between him, I will say Vince is who he will go see more, but your dad has become a nice uncle figure for sure.
I feel like Lynx's dad has been slowly but surely. It's hey, I know your dad's a fucktard, but you're a smart kid. If you just apply yourself, you can do this.
To which Robbie probably takes a really long drag of a cigarette inside your house, mind you, which I think your dad probably lets happen just because he's he's fine. It's Robbie. He's fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He takes a long drag of a cigarette and it's oh, I know it. I know that if I applied myself, I am aware that is he definitely knows that he could do it if he wanted to, but it's a lack of give a fuck for sure.
The absolute lack of giving any fucks
Whatsoever.
Yep.
In the typical fashion of a teenager in the 80s,
Yeah.
everything's doomed. This all sucks. Fuck it.
Yep.
I was.
Oh, I gave y'all a partial visual representation. I gave y'all a partial visual of him. Think a really skinny Brandon Lee in The Crow. Like, it's the long hair, except Robbie has a little shitty mustache and goatee that's coming in. It's bad. It's not very long. It is not filled in at all. It looks really terrible, but that is what he looks like. He looks like the greasiest motherfucker in the world.
I dated you in high school, man.
I dated you in high school.
I was friends with me in high school, so I get it. Like I was, I knew
was you in high school.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys have been, like I said, just doing everything you can to sum up the energy to decide what you're going to try and do with your summers. Robbie, you have plans, but the problem is your plans have hit a massive snag.
Yep.
You got no money. Despite Samantha's dad being willing to pay ludicrous amounts of money to get her car fixed, it's still,
I am helping.
But the biggest problem is it's an old 54 Ford Coupe, so despite the money, it's still expensive and hard to find parts. Yep. So you're not making as much money as you thought you were going to make, even by overcharging.
43. It's a 43 Ford Coupe.
Yeah. And so the basic gist comes around that you need some kind of cash. So that's the topic of conversation while you're there. So Robbie, you guys are standing outside. Robbie smokes, right?
Yeah.
And does Lynx smoke?
Lynx doesn't smoke cigarettes.
I thought you smoked like cloves or something.
Yes.
Would.
No, definitely smokes cloves.
Okay. So you guys stepped outside the arcade so Robbie could have a cigarette and Lynx could have whatever that thing is.
Maybe the cigarettes as well.
It smells good. Robbie doesn't understand it, but it smells good.
Yeah, doesn't understand it. And Lynx spends 3/4 of the time outside coughing.
I actually used to smoke cloves. They're not that bad.
They're not that bad. They're not. I personally don't like them, but they're not bad.
It's only if you're not used to spices that you have issues.
Yeah, but
85, I smoked Marlboro Red 100s.
Lucky Strikes. His unfiltered Lucky Strikes is what Robbie smokes because, of course, he fucking does.
I was gonna
say they're also like $2 a pack at this time, so it's Yeah.
I was gonna say you actually smoke American Eagle hand rolls.
You could.
He could.
American Spirits, you mean?
No, American Eagle. It's a different.
It's a
It's
pack of
different.
tobacco.
It's
It's a pack of tobacco and a bunch of rolling paper.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I know which brand this is.
Mm-hmm.
I think my great grandfather used to smoke this.
Probably.
Yeah.
But no, he is definitely smoking Lucky Strike unfiltered. That's definitely what he's smoking.
Warren,
I'm here now.
So Warren, you're here. Are you just doing your best to avoid your normal people? Is that why you're here?
Oh, he's. I definitely let him just hop in the back of the van when we step outside. I just open the back doors and let him hop in, so he is out of sight for the most part, if he so chooses.
So Warren hides constantly.
Warren is just always in the back. He's become a staple of the back of the van. People imagine when you open it, there's just going to be this one guy in a hoodie, just always there.
If anything, people just see a guy with a hoodie and think he's the dealer.
Yeah. They don't know who my mysterious hooded friend is.
Well, also, dude, I'm gonna need, a quarter bag before the weekend.
Oh, well, I'm out. I'm sorry to say, Sam, I'm out. Your
What about
dad's
your
dead.
dad? What about your guy? The guy you get it from?
My
Do you
guy
think too?
needs money, Sam, and my guy
Oh,
won't give me anything without money. And as much as I love working on your fucking car, as
I
much
had
as I
a-
love it, truthfully, honey, it's a joy. I do love it.
$50.
You know how hard it is to find.
100%.
Jesus Christ, 50. God fucking damn it. Okay.
Give it to
I'll
your-
find a payphone in a minute. He'll be here in like 5. Okay, hold on. I walk away. I walk away to go find a payphone. I immediately go find a payphone. And I request $20 worth and pocket the other 30 because she's been buying solely through me and does not know how much shit costs.
Exactly. That's how
I
the
feel
game is
like
played.
Leaks knows, and Leaks just doesn't say anything.
Oh, you definitely know. I ordered 20
if
for
anything,
her, and
Lynx
I
is probably
ordered.
on the take at times.
I say, I definitely just pass links off extra shit. But no, I'm gonna make a phone call. Y'all give me a second. Y'all hang out. I fuck off doing a phone call real quick because that's gonna get me through for a minute.
All right, so Robbie, you walk away to go to the payphone. As you're walking away, the payphone is like you guys at the arcade, which is on the far end, and the payphone is literally on the corner at the end of the shopping center. So right beside the shopping center on that end, there's an open lot with a couple of trees growing in it and everything like that. So as you're sitting there and you go to the payphone and you put in your quarter and you dial.
I will say I don't get through the guy the first time. My guy is a shithead, and it's going to take me at least 3 or 4 attempts before I get through to him.
Gotcha.
I'm just going to make that clear. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's that guy.
And he swears to God if you leave one more message on his answering machine about this shit, he'll kill you.
Yep, so you don't leave a message. You just continuously call every 2 minutes until he picks up.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and you only let it ring 3 times because you don't want the quarter to get taken.
Exactly. Yep, there is a method here. There is a method.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And you can tell who were the bad kids in high school.
College, okay? It was college for me.
Oh, I started
Yeah.
young. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, my guy just didn't like answering the phone.
Yep.
The
All
problem.
right. So as you're sitting there, like you finally get a hold of him, and you tell him, and he's like, he's like, all right, I was coming up there anyway, so I'll see you in a bit.
You know what to look for. Okay, Jim, you know what to look for.
Yeah. Your van, got it.
Yeah, yep.
Still say that thing's creepy.
Hey, creepy to you, creepy to me too, but it's also a piece of art, okay? Leave Bill alone, okay, man?
You know what? You can have Wild Bill. When the cops pull you over, when someone disappears, you're going to be the first one they come looking for, let me tell you.
The cops fear people in a van like this because the man who drives this van fears no one, okay? They know.
He certainly does not fear the court of public opinion. And click. He hangs up. All right. So right as he hangs on the phone, you're like, "Fucker!"
God damn it!
But you hear a weird, high-pitched croaking voice, and it says, "I found popcorn. I found some popcorn. Happy me! I found some popcorn." Then another darker voice.
Mm-hmm.
Says, lucky you, I have no luck. Poor me.
My hand is immediately on my grandfather's K-bar that is behind my back. I'm not pulling it out, but it is immediately there. And I'm looking around
You see
rapidly
in the trees across the street, or across the trees in the lot, you see there's a bunch of birds in the trees that are very agitated. And they keep on squawking, and they keep on jumping up, flying around, and then trying to land in the tree again. But that's the only other real thing you see.
I would like to. I would like to, if I can I try to investigate where that voice is coming from specifically? Is it the fucking birds? Am I hearing the birds for some reason? Robbie's a little bit high right now, and he thinks he might be hearing the birds.
So basically, you lied to her.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm out because I finished smoking bore I came.
I know. I was gonna say.
That's why I'm out.
You're only out because you used it all.
Yeah. I'm asking sincerely if I can make a roll to see if this is the fucking birds that I'm hearing.
Can the
Go ahead and
smoking
make
system hear
I think
this?
it's an investigation roll. No. You guys are down around the corner.
But so investigation. So I forget. Tell me how to roll in this game.
I am going to look that up right now. I'm looking for the character sheets, but I can't find them all of a sudden. Let me see if I still have Jessica's up. I'll go look at it.
So my investigation is a 3.
And I do believe you're rolling d6s, yes?
Yes.
And you'll roll a number of d6s equal to the stat or the skill, and then isn't it based off a stat as well?
An attribute, yeah. So I've got my attribute plus the stat. So my attribute for mind is 4. My actual skill is a 3. So is that 7?
Hold on, I got the dice roll rules up here.
Yeah, find it for me.
So grab a number of dice equal to your score and the attribute that you're using, then add more dice equal to your level in the corresponding skill. If there not any suitable skill, only roll for the attribute. Every 6 rolled is a success. In most cases, only 1 success is needed to overcome trouble. So
you're looking for only sixes.
I am rolling 7 dice.
Yep.
I rolled 3 6s.
Holy shit!
I rolled 3 6s.
All right. So
6. I'm trying to hear the beasts.
The first thing you notice is that all the birds are agitated to all shit. That are agitated are staying up near the top of the tree. There are 2 very large crows that are sitting like at the lowest limbs of the tree, and one of they seem to be like their heads are like seem to be together.
I got 4 6s. I apologize.
You got 4 6s?
Yeah, because I forgot that my hammer and sickle is the 6 on this D6.
Gotcha. But you basically get the
nice
impression. It basically feels like they are literally talking to each other.
And I'm hearing them. I'm hearing them.
You heard them say those words, but you haven't heard them say anything else. And they said those words were said out loud, like they were very excited.
I look around. Do I see any trash? Like, is there a trash can near me?
Mm-hmm. It's right by the phone.
It's right by the phone. Okay. We're near the pizza. I'm literally just gonna reach in for a random bag. I know I will find food in this thing.
Yeah,
there will be food in this. I'm gonna grab whatever random food is there,
like pizza.
And I'm gonna. Like little autistic kid Robbie is, he's going to make crow sounds at the crows. See if I can like just get them to look at me, and I'm going to throw them the pizza crust that I just got.
Got it. So
and see what they do.
You basically go and throw the pizza crust to them. One of them looks at the pizza crust, then looks at you, and then hops down. How far away from yourself did you throw it?
I threw it like 3/4 of the way to them, enough that they have to move a bit towards me, but I'm going to guess we have at least 30-40 feet between us.
Okay, so
like
you did give them some room.
I frisbee tossed it. I'm not getting them close to me. I'm just trying to see if they respond to what I'm doing and if they talk again.
Got it. So you basically throw it over there. A bunch of the other birds, as the big crows are kind of hesitantly coming down, a bunch of the other birds launch and go down to start snacking. The moment they land on the ground, the 2 crows just spread the wings and dive bomb them and send the other birds scattering. And you see one of the crows literally nails a finch with it, pins it to the ground and just starts pecking it in the head until it fucking dies.
I reach into my I reach into the jacket and I pull out the pipe that I was smoking earlier, and I just kind of look at it and give it a smell, and I put it back. I pull out a cigarette and I light it, and I just look. I'm gonna walk towards the big crow. I'm gonna walk towards it. What the fuck, man?
The big crow looks up at you and there's blood on its bill, and the slightly smaller crow looks at you and it says, and you just hear that creaky high pitched voice come out again, and it says, "We have chicken."
Now that's a fucking wait. Robbie, you cannot be okay with a talking bird. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, you can. It's not a chicken. It's a finch. It's a finch. Do you want chicken? I'll get you chicken. Do you want some chicken?
The two crows look at each other,
Do you,
and they kind of look at you, and you can see they're like, it seems like they're weighing and assessing. And then one of them the bigger one looks at the other one, and it just like spreads its wings, and then they both just like take off, and the bigger one still has the little finch in its claws, and they just take off and they fly away.
what the fuck? Oh, it's not real. No, it was laced. My shit's laced. I'm just crazy.
I'm just crazy.
That's it. I'm gonna let that be it. No. I'm going back. I'm walking. I'm rapidly walking back, and I'm going, Lynx. Where the fuck? And she's gone. I'm taking this cue. She's just gone. She's not here. I don't know where she is.
She went into there's a convenience store next to the.
She just disappeared for a second. Yeah, she disappeared for a second.
So the only people out here are Samantha and Warren.
I'm looking for Lynx. Sam, you.
What's up? You need a smoke?
How dilated are my eyes? Look at my eyes. How dilated are my eyes, Sam? Lynx, oh thank God, you too. Okay, I need both of you. Please tell me, do I look fucked up? Like more fucked up than normal? Do I look more fucked up than normal?
What happened?
I think I just heard two crows talking, and one of them murdered a finch in cold blood.
Oh,
And
you think it was chicken?
called it chicken.
Yeah. They're not that bright.
What now?
I've got a family of crows near my pool house. They're really not that bright. Yeah, they.
Hold on. Okay.
Smart birds, thank you.
Do crows talk here? I've not been here for a long time. I'm not from this place. Is this a thing that happens here?
If you smoke the right stuff, it does. But you said you were out.
I'm out because I already smoked. I smoked before I came. I wasn't dishonest.
Okay.
I promise.
Was it laced this time?
Lynx, you've been here your whole life. Do crows talk here? I need a serious answer here. I need to know.
I mean, I know there's the idea of like cutting the tongue tie on crows and they can talk.
No. This was cognitive. This wasn't. I know about that. They can mimic speech. They can have conversations to an extent. Now, this motherfucker was talking to me. They were too smart. Are there super birds in this fucked up town?
Yes, there are. Stupid.
I don't know if I trust you, Sam. I don't know if I trust you. This is Corey and Robbie. I don't know.
What? What's up, Lynx?
You know you're not supposed to.
Hmm?
Did you eat the mushrooms over to the side over there? Did you leave those alone? Because you know you're not supposed to touch those, right? Those are actually poisonous, not the fun kind.
No, I just smoked. And it's the same shit we always get from Jem. I don't know.
I'll introduce you to my flock next time you come to my pool house.
Okay, I need to meet these crows. I need to know if this is a thing.
Yeah,
I need to know. If
you gotta feed them. They like chicken nuggets. Just trust me. Yeah. They will straight out steal your.
Robbie has been as he's speaking, he has chain smoked like 3 or 4 cigarettes back to back.
Do they have a preference in chicken nuggets? Are they like the?
These
do they like
seem to like popcorn.
doubles?
Warren, do you know? Do you know if the crows talk here?
You act like I'm around a place where crows would like to hang. Pretty sure my dad put up like freaking anti-bird turrets on our yard just so they wouldn't crap on his Porsche.
Seriously. Okay.
God, I hate your fucking dad. God,
your father more and more every time I
Yeah,
hear
why-
about him, Warren.
Yeah, I know. I think I feel I live with them.
Come hang out at my place. My dad
You know, my
says
dad will just adopt you guys, right?
what?
I
Huh?
said my dad will just adopt you guys, right? Like, you don't have to. Warren.
Hold on. What's your dad's name, real quick? Sorry. What's your father's name, Melissa?
Oh, I don't remember what we named him.
Shit. I need to know. I definitely call your dad by his name. He is definitely like I call him by whatever the direct nickname is for his name.
You call me by that name. My dad's name is Samuel. I was supposed to be a junior.
I call you Sam. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
He also goes by Sammy.
Felix.
Felix?
Felix. Look, I wouldn't want to put Felix through that. All I want right now is to know if I'm fucking crazy.
Of course you're fucking crazy. You know that.
I must say, did you
But I'm
you get
not-
the wrong ones to ask that?
Okay, but I'm not normally hearing two crows speak actual language, speak, hold a conversation, talk about popcorn, and then kill a finch very methodically. It wasn't even like a fight. It
Oh, no.
waited for the finch and then
You
Killed
should see
it.
what they do to cardinals.
and flew off with it.
They will fuck up a cardinal.
And crows are brilliant creatures, man. They
They
carry
are.
people's souls.
Pretty much so.
So,
Don't forget.
I am.
Well, yeah, the crows do that. I also have a couple ravens, but the crow family is pissed off at them. So the raven couple, they kind of, I don't know where they went to.
We gotta
The crows. What?
figure out what strain to get you to calm you down. You need to be reined in a little bit, just a little bit, Sam.
so while you guys are talking about this, you kind of like you got a premium parking space. You're kind of like
I
right
was
by
like-
the doors.
I am also looking and watching for these fucking crows. I'm on edge now.
Yeah, you're watching this.
Robbie is not in a good space right now.
So one of the girls who is actually in Lynx, she's actually you do like band and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's actually in band with you. Her name is Nettie Carson. She's kind of like she was hovering outside the door. Looked like she was like trying to find a way to butt in. And as you guys were talking, she kind of like steps forward, and she's like, "You Lynx, did Robbie say that he saw the birds kill something?"
A finch. I mean, that's about normal for birds.
Real quick, she's in band.
Mhm.
What's the vibe off of her? Like, what's her?
Nettie
Is she like-
is kind of one of those a little bit shy, a little bit quiet. She's
Okay.
opened up to you, Lynx, mainly because you guys are very much into music and simpatico. And oddly enough, even though she dresses like in very, very customarily, conservative clothing, she likes a lot of the same bands and music that you like. And there is a lot of overlap in your musical tastes that you wouldn't expect from her. Like, she like is a huge fan of the Dead Milkmen. And so, like, you didn't know where that came from, and she's never really told you where she finds her musical influences at, but she's always coming up with shit that you like are like, I had no idea you listened to that.
Yeah.
But she's been, a very good acquaintance, I guess you'd say, especially in that class. And so she looks at you, and she kind of looks at you, Lynx, and she says, thought I was going crazy.
For what was her name again? I'm sorry.
Nettie.
Nettie.
Ready?
For real,
So,
Nettie? Hold on. Have you heard that, like, two big crows, like one real big crow and then one almost as big crow?
No, it wasn't crows. I was down at the beach the other day. They
Down at the
killed
beach the other day.
Puddles.
Puddles?
Who's Puddles?
Puddles is her dog. It was a min pin.
I'm so sorry, Nettie. I'm so sorry, hon. Robbie has gone from being freaked out to being like
She says, I don't
affectionate gay brother, and is just like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
know and he's
Despite
she's like,
demeanor, he
again,
is
I thought I was going crazy. She said, I went down there with my parents, and I didn't want to hang out with my parents, so I took Puddles and I was just throwing the ball for him down the beach, and he saw a bunch of seagulls, in the water.
Seagulls.
They're
Stop
seagulls.
it now.
Seagulls, stop it now. God. But so she says he saw a bunch of gulls like at the edge of the water, and he's a fucking dog. So he started barking and ran into them, and they did the thing. They all took up on the air, and then they all started screaming, and they all started like attacking him.
Is he still alive?
No,
No.
they tore him up, and then they carried him out and dropped him in the deep water.
Oh god.
Which direction did I see these crows fly?
Huh? They
Which
actually were
direction?
flying back towards the lake.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, gang, I think there's a mystery. Damn it.
You had to say it.
I'm gonna be the knife wielding Fred of this group. Let's make this fucking happen.
But she kind of looks at you all and she says, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy.
Probably, maybe not. But real quick, have you heard anyone else talk about something like this?
No.
No?
But there was another bird there. It was one of those sparhawks. And I swear, it said stupid dog.
Yeah.
And then it followed them.
Yeah.
Okay. Nettie, I'm gonna ask you a question. And I don't know you real well, Hans, but I need you to answer me honestly. Do you smoke recreational cannabis?
What? No, I don't smoke.
Okay,
anything.
no,
I'm in
you're
the brass section. I can't smoke.
You'd be surprised. It actually, never mind. It's not the point. That's good. Don't do it. Trust me. It's expensive.
I'm just gonna say I know more people who are singers that smoke than
Yeah, well, Nettie wouldn't know this. We would know this. Nettie wouldn't know that. It kills brain cells, Nettie. You're sweet. Don't do that. I'm just making sure because trying to make connections here, seeing if there's some comorbidity. But no, it's just fucked up birds.
What the fuck?
I gotta know what the fuck's going on. I'm high
I was
right
going
now.
crazy because I heard the voice.
I'm high right now. That's why I'm asking you if you had smoked and then saw it.
No.
Maybe just okay. Okay, good. I'm so sorry that happened to Puddles. I really, really am. The crows flew towards the lake too. Robbie's gonna walk into the arcade.
He's gonna walk in the arcade. This spins on his heel and walks.
Walks in. 1 second, guys. He walks in and he immediately. Okay, everybody. Has anyone had fucked up interactions with birds recently?
There's just the noise of all the arcade machines and all the kids.
I'm shouting over them. I'm shouting over them. It is
some of the kids are
yeah.
looking around the games like, what the fuck's he talking about? And one of the kids like, he's talking about
Birds.
Birds attacking
birds.
And it says,
Has anyone had fucked up experiences with birds? I point at some random teenage kid. What about you? Any fucked up experience with a bird recently?
And they're all like, everyone's like looking at each other, going, what the fuck is he talking about? And then one of the kids says like, what do you mean by fucked up things with birds? They're birds, man.
Like birds talking and killing things in ways that are not normal to killing things. Birds acting out of the ordinary, killing other animals that doesn't seem quite right. Maybe even talking.
Do me a favor, roll contact.
Contact? Cool.
Mhm.
Contact. Ooh, that is a heart skill, correct? I have 4 in heart. That will work.
Oh Lord.
Do you have
but
anything
nothing
in
in-
contact?
Nothing in contact. But I did roll 3 6s on my classic red clear D&D dice.
Mhm.
So we're gonna see. Out of my 4 6s, 3 of them were on these dice. So we're gonna use those 4 again and see how that goes.
Dun, dun, dun.
No successes.
No successes?
No successes.
Gotcha. So one of the kids, that same kid is like, Robbie, stop smoking your own shit.
It's not. Why does everyone think I'm a dealer? Why does everyone think
The
I
kid
gotta
looks at
stop.
you.
I gotta
Okay.
stop being an in-between? I gotta stop being an in-between. Okay.
I was gonna say, Warren, while having like the hood really, drawn up so no one can really still see him, just chimes in from the back door. It's like, "Have you seen your van?"
My van is a mobile command station. Thank you.
A mobile
And if you
command station.
do look in the back, there is a computer back there, and a small satellite thing that has picked up the most primitive forms of satellite internet that exist, because they have them at this point. We discussed this previously. There is forms of mobile internet right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
They're basically late '90s, early 2000s internet.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not great.
It's all
It takes forever
it's
to
all
load shit.
BBSs and shit.
Yeah,
You
but
watch a lot of Doctor Who. Got
I
it.
can access a whole lot of text information, which is what I go off of.
Absolutely.
That is a mobile command station, Warren. Yeah, Warren. I'm just saying your name really loud to be a dick. Oh, Warren, you don't want people to know you're here with me, Robbie?
The other kids are like,
I just pull the hood forward and just go back to outside
go
the
back,
van.
back of the van.
There you
Just-
go.
Just gently comes up behind Robbie and just like does the
Sneak slap.
NCIS like back of the head slap.
The Gibbs head slap.
Give slap.
Since I'm still outside the smoking section, do I see
Sam's
Warren?
just hanging out.
Warren comes back out the door, yeah. And also, what's her name still sitting there? Nettie?
Oh, any response? Did I at least see if anyone seems to be uncomfortable with what I'm saying? Not because of how I'm presenting it, but that someone has some recognition.
Let me see
To what
something
I've said.
real quick. Give me an empathize roll.
Oh, good.
That's mine.
No teenager is good at that.
That's mind. I have a 4 in mind, and I have
Yeah.
a 2 in empathize.
You would.
He's a troubled teen, okay?
He's a troubled teen. He can do this.
1 6. I got a 6.
That's all you need.
Hoping good.
You see that there is a group of kids. They're playing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 4-player game.
Okay.
But they have all kind of stopped
Respect.
playing the game, and they're all just talking to each other.
Hold on, real quick. Is one of them wearing glasses? One of them look like a future Vietnam vet. One of them wearing a striped shirt. And do they look like they walk down the train tracks?
Are we going Stand By Me on this?
Yeah. I feel like they may have seen a dead body once.
Funny enough, there's actually an adventure in the book.
Uh-huh.
So he goes. The kid they're kind of just looking at each other. They look like they're really having an in-depth conversation, and they keep occasionally. Some of them kind of look up at you, and as soon as they see you, one of them sees you looking. They kind of looks back to the others, and they go jump right back to playing the video game.
Okay, I'm gonna just note who they are.
Mhm.
I'm gonna keep a mental note of who they are. In fact, I'm gonna pull out my my journal that I keep on me, in my satchel. I'm gonna pull out that journal and I'm gonna how old are these kids?
They're actually freshmen.
So 13,
Yeah, 13,
14-ish?
14.
Okay. I literally just in there to the best of my ability. I write down a rough 3-word description of each of them.
Mm-hmm.
And mind you, I have a journal and then I have a notepad, and this is on the notepad, and it's like I write down there like 4 kids, rough description, and like put like crows question mark and circle it real big and put it back in my bag and prepare it to be put on the board in the back of the van.
The back of the van.
But I'm looking around like for those who know me, Lynx is here. She's seen this happen to Robbie before, where he gets on a train of thought. And
Point of clarification.
I apologize. Sorry. Lynx has seen this before, and they know. They've seen Robbie get into this point of hyperfixation, and as he is looking around through everything, he is jotting down notes rapidly of people's responses. But those 4 are the ones that he it clicks for him. He's like, okay, no, those kids actually know something, and he puts it away as soon as he's written down their description. Robbie will be waiting until they leave today. He's not leaving this parking lot until they leave.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Let's do something real quick. We actually went way over time for the normal time we take a break, but we did start late, so I let it go a little bit. So let's go ahead and take a 10-minute break because I need something else to drink, and we needed a little time to step away and stretch our legs. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes, folks. We'll see you then. flown through the screen, and we are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
Excuse me. So,
I cannot get over how clear Corey's picture is on the.
stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
It
it's
looks so-
compressed to smaller,
It
so
looks
it.
so much better. Like, I can see the difference. That's ridiculously clear.
Yeah.
I'll figure this out before next game. I'll figure out what's going
Don't
on.
worry,
If
don't
I
worry.
if
I
I
have
get a new
confidence in
camera, I
you.
will.
No, man. Your
But
camera has astigmatism. I'm telling you.
Is right.
Just like me.
but either way, now let's go ahead
Corey,
and figure out what's
Corey,
going
this
on.
just further proves that we
We're
are
the
the same
same person.
person.
What's your prescription?
I don't remember off the top of my head. I would have to look at my contacts.
And Corey doesn't remember either. So look, you're
Oh, no.
the same person.
Negative 475 and negative
Prescription
4.
renewed anyway, so
Oh, that's a lot.
Oh. We'll talk about a lot later. We'll talk about a lot later.
All right, so Robbie, you're watching those kids, Lynx, Warren, and Samantha. Oh, Samantha, you're outside.
I've stepped back outside.
Yeah.
I've stepped back outside. I'm not watching. I'm watching for them to leave.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Yeah.
But Samantha was outside. Were you gonna say anything to what's her name?
That's why I was out here. I was out here talking
the
to
Nettie.
Nettie?
Yeah. I
So-
was
So
in
she's
the smoking
she's kind of
set.
like doing this whole thing where she's kind of like leaning against the wall, and she's kind of just like holding herself.
Oh,
So what do you play?
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
So Natty, what do you play in band?
This is I mean, I'm first chair on trumpet. This is-
Nice.
But I also can play saxophone, and I can play
Very nice.
trombone,
Okay.
bass trombone.
So pretty
And-
much brass section.
Well, that's
Well, I think how Nettie and Lynx know each other is they're in jazz band together.
yeah. And
Um,
Nettie does both woodwinds and brass,
Hmm.
but when because it's all chairs in band are competition.
Oh yeah.
And so she's best at trumpet, although it's not her favorite instrument.
Which one's easier to play on the field during the shows?
The trumpet's stupid light, so
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
I wanted to be in band, but drums or basketball.
Well, you're always in sports, so you don't have any time to be in band too.
Exactly. So that's why I just
you're in
I
your
wanted to
track.
know.
You do
Yeah.
You track. You do basketball. I know basketball.
volleyball.
Volleyball. Yeah.
Football.
So you all season long. You're
Yeah, I am absolutely swamped. I just play the drums at home, in my pool house. And you should see the crows out there. I have a whole family of them.
I don't want to see any more birds.
I can tell them to stay away if you ever want to jam or anything.
Like, as long as there's no birds.
No,
Oh.
I'm not an Alfred Hitchcock book
We just
movie.
we adopt this child into the mix. Just a random. No, you're mine.
Robbie-
You're mine now. Come on. We're having tacos later.
Robbie has just been steadily not forcibly, but just offered her a cigarette twice, just because this kid is so clearly stressed the fuck out. He's offered actually has the guy shown back up? It's been plenty of time. He's definitely
no,
shown
he's
up.
shown up.
Yeah, he showed up. We swapped out.
You see his old beat up Camaro come pulling up and does that thing where he goes and turns the engine off and he gets out of it and it's still behind him going.
Yeah. We've established his name is Jim, right?
Jim.
I call him Jim. I'm gonna walk up to him while they're having the conversation, and me and him are just gonna have that little quick back and forth where I kind of rag on him about his car, and of course he talk shit about mine, and I'm like, well, at least mine runs, motherfucker. And I hand him.
So
We swap off the cash. I get my stuff, and I come back.
here's the funny thing. I named my anchor, my music teacher, Jim Burke.
Oh my God! Can her music teacher be your supply?
Music teacher.
No, definitely not. No.
Wait a minute. That's the band coach? Or the coach?
What's his last name?
This entirely tracks.
Burke.
Jim Burke.
Jim Burke.
Jim Burke.
Is that your like private music teacher, or is that like the school? Your private one?
Music teacher.
Okay, your private one. No, that totally tracks. Yeah, that's fine. And
Okay.
this is the first time you've seen him. you didn't know until just now. You were unaware until just now.
like, oh no, like they didn't know, but they kind of no.
They didn't know, but they kind of knew.
It makes sense. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm looking at Nettie going, that's the band director's name.
No, it's not the band director. It's private teacher.
Yeah, he's a private
Private
tutor.
I asked Nettie.
Oh.
You were talking to Bobby or Robbie. Good God, we have way too much.
You did it.
I know I did.
So Nettie's like, what? Who?
Oh, sorry. You know Lex? Have you met Lex?
Lex?
Sorry. Is that not Lex? Lynx.
Lynx.
Sorry.
Oh, no, I know Lynx.
Yeah, I figured that when she said Jim Burke, she was talking about. Sorry.
No, I don't know. I mean, I know there's a guy who does music lessons named Jim Burke, but
Oh, okay.
Jim Burke? Wait, hold on. Jim Burke? You mean Jim? I'm talking to Link's Jim. Wait. Is that the same
Yeah.
Jim?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're mute, dude. He's cool as shit. Car is terrible, but he's cool as shit.
No, his car is absolutely horrible. But like,
little
it's
thing
not-
about Corey. Corey doesn't like Camaros very much. So he, like Corey was shit on that car himself.
yeah, no, like his car's a piece of shit. But I'm surprised it's even actually running. Every time I hear it, I'm
I
like,
keep offering to work on it for him, and he keeps telling me, "Nah, kid, it's fine. And with how much I pay him every month, you'd think he would have the money to fix
like
it.
how much he gets paid for music lessons?
You know what? That guy's a fucking enigma. But Sam,
Yeah.
I pass off your little piece, and I keep my
Great.
finder's fee as always. And then I hop in the back, and I'm like, I'll be out in just a second, and you'll hear like rummaging and clinking, and then like a nice sound. And I come back out with like another little bag that I just tossed to Lynx.
Hang on a second. Let me put the adult warning into chat again.
I was like, I actually saw that because I remember I jumped back in the back of your van.
Yeah.
After
Oh, you were there. I'm not
out.
even acknowledging that you're there. I've literally. Wait, Warren, do you smoke? Have you started smoking since hanging out with
Nope.
us? No. I absentmindedly offer you my pipe that I've packed. I absentmindedly offer it to you and go, oh yeah, okay.
Because it's
I
only
set it
five.
down.
Imagine,
Back in the
imagine
van.
what would happen if Warren came home and his dad smelled weed.
That's why we're going to my place.
I was gonna say, and the
Robbie
worst part about it is
ecstatic.
Warren's dad knows what weed smells like.
Yeah. Yep. He definitely ratted on people in college.
Snitches get
He was a
stitches.
freshman DA. And I know it.
He was a member of the Young Republican Party.
He was. This is the moment, Warren, when this is the moment when you see the picture of your dad with a throwing star in it, and you're not sure what's going on there. You just see it for a moment.
Yeah, no, I see it and I just go like, not even gonna ask.
Not
even
gonna ask.
Robbie, have you actually met Warren's dad in person or not?
Nope, I've never. I'm trying to think. I think I probably I've seen him in the area, and I do of course have like a camera, and I develop my own film shit at wherever I get film developed. I either have a guy or I've done it no. I've been trying to do it myself, and it's all awful because I've been doing it in the back of the van, and it is not properly darkened at all.
Nope.
Oh God, no!
I feel like either Lynx or Sam at this point actually has a space in their little pool, like their custom pool rooms.
They
Pool
get in the
house.
closet in the pool house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, look, dude,
I definitely
He's
just took,
soundproofed. Like
saw the
might
guy.
as well.
I definitely saw the guy outside of Dad's job and was like, I hate that man, and I don't know why. And he's definitely tacked up there with a red string, but that red string is just kind of dangling to nothing. It's just dangling off. I haven't made the connection as to why he's awful yet.
Why he's over here. I just know
I
I
just
hate
know-
that guy.
I just know I hate this guy.
I think actually, like, there's a
Probably cut
section
me
in
off.
the bathroom in one of their pool houses that they have
probably-
just set aside for film development for him.
He probably cut me off or some shit, and then I saw him again later, and I was like, yeah, no, that guy's gonna be important one day.
I'm
But
gonna
no,
have to kill this man someday.
No, but Robbie passes out everybody.
Vibes from him.
Robbie passes out everybody's stuff, pushes Warren out of the van for a minute, closes up, and then when it opens back up, smoke just kind of pours out. Not a lot, but a little bit. Okay. And this was like, mind you, like 5 minutes flat. This is practiced. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's an expert at this by now.
He's an expert at doing this exact thing. He pops out and he's like, so you said the lake, right? But it was seagulls?
Yeah, it was seagulls and that weird goshawk.
So, yeah, a goshawk. Okay.
You know, birds actually do kill each other in the wild, right? man?
Yeah, but no. This was
They
different.
killed
Okay.
a dog.
Seagulls don't typically go after dogs.
And crows don't normally attack other birds like that. They're carrion feeders. They're not
True.
predatory like that. It's very weird. I'm just gonna.
Okay,
He rambles a second about birds. He just like rambles for a minute about
Robbie.
birds.
Robbie, I gotta tell you, man, shit here is different. If you come to my pool house, I'll show you. Okay, I have this thing. You're gonna think I'm weird, but it's tracking all of the weird shit and everything. And
I've yet to show Sam this. I've never pulled down the full screen for any of these people.
no,
This is not. I kind of just opened the back of the door. I'm listening, Sam. Keep going, and I just slowly start to pull
man,
down.
I've been
my-
here for
my
so
board.
long. Like ever since my dad got that job at the place where the other dads work. I think your dad probably works there too. Now that I think about it, 'Cause last time Dad took me to work, I could have sworn I saw a guy that looked like your dad. But keep in mind, I've never met your dad. So I'm just going by the general, guy.
I mean, I kind of look like him.
Well,
it's sadly,
Exactly.
yeah, nah. Yeah,
I
no, my dad
fucking
does.
said,
My dad
"Hey,
does work.
Robbie," and he looked at me, and I'm like, "Oh, that's not him. Never mind." Because I was like, "Oh shit!"
You
Why
got
the neck's here?
We're not that. We don't look that much alike. I hope not. Robbie looks and sees his dad's face,
It's
and
the
his dad's with
mustache, man.
much thinner hair. His dad's got much thinner hair, and it's not good. His dad is fucking rough looking, and Robbie has a small existential crisis for a second.
So he's got
Okay.
city miles on him. Got
Okay,
it.
I gotta know. I've got to figure this out. I can't leave yet. I got people to talk to.
Oh no,
But
no. man,
agree
I
real
get
quick,
it.
guys. Agreement. We have to. I have to know what's going on here. This is fucking weird. Have I seen the kids come out yet?
You actually, as you're talking to them about this, you
Mhm.
see that the kids are they're about to walk out the door.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of talking to each other, and they seem to be in a little bit better mood.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one at the door looks right at you because you're kind of Van's right by the door, and he kind
And
of
I'm-
stops, and the others bump into him. The door almost opens up, and then he kind of looks at you, and he looks back over his shoulder, and there's some whispering, and then the bigger.
I literally
Hmm?
pull out a joint. I point at it and I go, just kind of give him a look of do you want it?
So one of the kids finally like the bigger one kind of like he was like just shoves the other kid through the door kind of sorta, and he's like he's walking out and he's like kid kind of walks over to you and he's like what's that?
Yeah.
This is an
This
upper-
right here.
Thank
This
you.
right here is some of the best indica you can get on this side of the Rocky Mountains. Okay. Now Corey and Robbie both know that the Rocky Mountains are north of them and do technically come within this area, but he's just talking out of his ass.
Oh yeah.
This is some of the best indica you can get on this side of the Rocky Mountains, kids. Look, I just want to hear you know about the birds. I know y'all know about the birds. You weren't slick. I know you know about the birds. I'm offering this to you to just tell me what happened.
The other guy was like the same guy, the one who was in the front. He's kind of like the smallest one out of them, and he's like,
Always is.
he said, Pete, we gotta. I mean, there's no reason to try and hide this shit, man. Nothing we saw is nothing but fucking weird. And the big guy kind of looks back at it and he's like, all right, look. So there's this guy, okay?
Are y'all willing to come into my office?
What's your office?
I just kind of motioned to the van.
They all look at the van and like, oh, fuck no, man. No,
Fair.
come on, man.
Fair.
That's
Fair. It's fair. I thought y'all might be more comfortable talking out in the open. If you want to move away, we can.
The sketchy ass man.
Yeah, look.
Oh, hey,
for
kids,
Rob-
do you want
for
some
Robbie-
candy?
For Robbie, it's not a sketchy ass van. Robbie is, in his mind, this is the most normal thing in the fucking world. This is just
No,
Like,
I'm sitting there. The big one, literally, the big guy who's talking to you literally goes and says that. He's like, hey, kids, do you want some candy?
I apologize, guys. I apologize. I'm a little bit stoned.
Has
I
it
should-
come out yet?
I
The
apologize.
kid's like, oh, is that what this is? And he's holding the...
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy
Here,
shit.
hold on. I take it. I just go ahead. Feel free. Fuck
We
it. Nobody. No one's gonna bother you around this van. I promise you. No one has ever bothered me around this van. I don't know why. It's almost like I am incapable of being in trouble near this van. But
Setting the rules for your signature item while in the game.
I can't lose it.
He's like, all right, listen, listen. All right, so there, I don't know. He's like, Samantha, I know you guys have been here a bit. There was that guy who used to be on TV all the fucking time. The guy who had that show on like Sunday mornings that no one fucking ever watched, and we used to make fun of him. The guy who was all about bird watching. He was an ornithologist or whatever the fuck that is.
Robbie is just like is writing in his journal right now. Like he has turned to a really far back page and is listening to every word.
He says, all right, so his name, he was some kind of ornithologist or something like that.
Ornithologist, got it, yeah.
Yeah. So we saw that, he has this place. It's fucking like out over it looks out over the lake. It's fucking in the middle of nowhere, okay? And we literally
He starts pulling local maps real quick.
We literally started seeing him, like he always had birds around him, and we were like, he's an ornithologist, so he would definitely, like birds and shit. He's like, and I swear to God, this is not bullshit, okay? And if you tell anyone we told you this, we're gonna say that you fucking lied and you sold us weed. And he says,
Fair?
So we were walking out there because we don't fucking laugh. We built fort out in the trees.
No, it's cool as shit, man. Why would I laugh about that? That's awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
People.
Treehouse.
My dad said it's little kid shit. So, but
Nah,
anyway.
man.
So we were out there. And we go out hang out there sometimes, and to get there we have to go by the big cliff thing that his house is on. He says, so we're going by there, and we see him coming outside, and he's got one of those pet carrier things, right? And so he comes outside, and we're in the woods. I don't think he can see us, and we're looking out. And he opens the pet carrier, and this cat comes out, and it's it just starts fucking running, right? Because I guess it's scared of him or some shit.
And this cat comes out.
And then
It's in my lap.
and then he like stands up and he points at the cat, and all these fucking birds come flying up off the roof of his house, right? And it's like seagulls and all this other shit, and they just fucking dive bomb this cat. And
Dive bomb cat.
they tore it to fucking pieces, dude. Like they lifted it up in the air and they were still tearing it to pieces, and you could hear the cat screaming. Like for a long
What was
time.
And do you remember this guy's name?
Matt
For our
something or
note taker.
other.
Matt
Something
something.
weird.
Okay.
It's something Norwegian, like Tingle something or other.
Okay.
He used to be on TV. You guys can find him.
I'll find him. I'll figure that out. I rapidly start from my journal, take out the notepad, and I start transferring singular names in information. And I pull out one of the maps of the lake that I have, and I go, "Hey, can you mark where his house is on here?
Yeah,
If we are
he's
right,
like,
if we're right here," and I kind of
yeah.
I
The
guide
woods are
them.
there, and he points to this big corpse of trees.
Yeah.
And,
Yep.
and he says, and then right up here on that peninsula that looks out over Mead, he says,
Yeah.
that's where the house is. It's not even a fucking house. It's like a lean-to cabin shit.
Okay. Well, look, this is yours. I lit it, but took half a hit off of it and then stopped because I started. Sorry, this is yours. Take it if you want it. You don't have to take it. Don't smoke, kids. I don't fucking know.
The kids kind of look at you and they look at each other and they're like, "Did this do this to you?"
Nah, man, this is a whole lot of
This would be
other
the
shit.
biggest thing for the Dare campaign that ever has existed.
This is a lot of other shit. That right there actually brings me down to where I am. Okay,
Oh.
that brings me down to this. Okay, just trust me. So I'm asking real quick, Ray. You said it is. You said it's off of the peninsula.
So,
are we talking
let me-
over by the Alpha Gate area?
Hang on
Like
a second.
Black
I
Rock
gotta-
Point?
I got a map.
Yeah, I'm looking at
trying
mine.
to find the map. All right.
This is for my own edification, just for future shit.
And where were you saying?
Is it over? Because it's got to be outside the. It can't be there. I'm gonna guess it's by Black Rock Point, probably.
It's out by Hemingway Wall.
Oh, it's on that side. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's on that side of the peninsula. Okay, I see. It's by Hemingway Wall. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out for my notes for later.
Gotcha.
Where is that in the rulebook page
If you
for the
look,
map?
It's going
I
to be
found
page 44, I believe, on the
44.
book. Yeah. It's going to be
And
the
that's
peninsula
book
on.
page, not PDF page, right?
No, yeah, I'm on a digital book. Yeah, not on PDF. So yeah, it should be page 44, I think.
Yeah, if
Maybe
you're using the
43?
OneDrive
It's one
link
yeah,
with page
42. 42. It's 42
Yeah.
of the book. Yeah.
42.
Yeah, page 42 of the book, 44 of the PDF.
And to let folks see what we're looking at, I will do a quick window
What-
capture.
Which one did you say was there again?
It's off of a Hemingway Wall. Just by the Hoover Dam. We're right over the Hoover Dam. Near the biggest point you'll see is Foxtrot Gate, and then Hemingway Wall is that little area right there, just off Rock Island.
Areas.
Like, I see Hemingway Pass. I see Hemingway.
I see
Park.
Hemingway Pass.
Where's Hemingway Wall?
Okay, there's Hoover Dam Lodge. There's the Hoover Dam. Where is?
Foxtrot Gate is awesome. That's a
Wait,
whole-
where's the wall you're talking about? Because I see Pass and I see the park, but I don't see a wall.
Let me see.
You
Right.
see Foxtrot Gate?
Yeah.
Go to the right.
To the right. It's that
Oh.
peninsula right there. It's called Hemingway Wall.
Yep, I see it right on the coast.
Yeah, right on the coast. Yeah, so he's somewhere out there. And they point us out. Is it at that peak Is it at the peak, just where there's a crossover of the two lines of the loop?
No, it's on the inside line of the loop.
Inside line of the loop? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Of course it fucking is. Metagamey on that shit, but of course it's fucking on the inside of course it is.
All right. So, what are you guys gonna do? The guys kind of like wander off.
Y'all have a good night, kids. Stay safe. Don't do drugs. I don't fucking know. Today, Robbie is actually wearing a Dare t-shirt. He's wearing a Dare t-shirt. It's pretty ratty, but he's wearing a Dare t-shirt today. Okay, guys. So I gotta know. I have to know what the fuck's going on. I saw some fuck shit. That nice young girl. What did she play? I wasn't here, but Robbie was also like completely
Trumpet?
out of his mind.
Trumpet.
Trumpet? That lovely little trumpet player needs to have her mind put at ease, and those kids did not deserve to see a cat get ripped apart. That's really fucked. I need to know what's going on. I know we've all gotten kind of close, but I don't think I can rightfully ask y'all to go venture with me to an abandoned part of a peninsula to track down a crazy bird man. I don't know. I'm not going to ask y'all to do that, but I'm offering if you would like to come with me.
Fucking, I don't have anything else better to do.
What time is it right now, Ray?
It's like you guys came out at like probably like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's like not even 2.
Not even 2? Okay. God, Robbie started real early today. I was thinking we were closer to like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
No shit.
I was thinking post school. I was thinking it was like a Friday post school kind of situation.
So was I.
But
I'm bitching.
I just got started early. That's fine. It happens to the best of us. Okay, so we're in town. So if we're in Boulder City, actually, where's the map of Boulder City in the book? Because I know there is one here somewhere. There it is.
It's like the next page.
Okay, yeah. I'm looking to see where realistically we would be right now. There's a golf course. We're at the strip mall. So we're not at Bowling Mall. We're not at Bowling Hall. We're not at Bowling Hall. We're probably somewhere close to
maybe the like around the same library, Oasis Park
it's
area.
probably in that area. Yeah, it's probably somewhere in that area.
It's not as dense with landmarks.
There seems to be a street that goes straight to Oasis Park. It could be on there.
Like a big drive.
Yeah. I would think, right. That just like southwest of the library, northeast of Oasis Park, like that diagonal, like that one street that kind of curves around right there.
Well, it looks like there's so Adams Boulevard, I think is what that is. That goes past the baseball field and everything.
Actually, it's more just being logistical here. It's probably closer to Boulder Theater up by Wilbur Square.
It would probably be
just
with
city layouts, you know.
Yeah. So
we're actually in a better spot.
Maybe that diagonal that kind of goes near the theater, that goes up to Wilbur Square, somewhere off of there.
Yeah, somewhere right in there. Yeah.
Actually, that little like almost triangle spot.
Yeah.
Right under where Boulder Theater is probably in there.
Yeah, it's probably there between Bowling Hall, Boulder Theater, and Boulder Dam Hotel. Yeah, it's probably right in that area. Okay, so we're in the north side of town. So
yeah,
where we're at, then we would have to. Okay, I'm just looking for
strong landmarks to go off of.
Strong landmarks to go off of, and thinking about Robbie doesn't have a curfew.
The logistics of how a small city out in the middle of nowhere would be.
Yeah, and how it would be to get there.
This is the map of Boulder City. It's a fictional city that they created out here, and it's right by the Hoover Dam. And this is the area that they're talking about. So, if you look, what were you guys talking about?
The Boulder City map itself.
The Boulder City map itself. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's on the next page down.
I'll bring bring that one in too. And we will have
That one.
in.
There we go. And so the very north central, like central north area where you see Boulder Hall or you see Bowling Hall, Boulder Theater, and Boulder Dam Hotel.
Boulder Dam Hotel.
Yeah, that little area right
There's
there.
a triangle that's between Boulder Theater and Boulder Dam Hotel, like the writing for it. That's where I'm thinking that it's probably at. That little plot of land.
Yeah,
Because that looks like it would be big enough for a small strip mall.
yeah, that's exactly what it would. That's exactly what I'm thinking too.
Got it.
And it's also the correct placement for this kind of area.
Yeah.
Just inside the loop.
Let's say
And as I'm doing this, mind you,
Zooming.
Robbie definitely has almost this exact map of this city. he's like sitting there muttering to himself, "It's just inside the fucking loop, man. We are so fucking close." It passes. How do people not think about this? It passes through the fucking school, man. What the fuck? What the fuck? He stubs out another joint. He has his pipe lit, but is smoking a joint while he's writing. Like he is going full Pepe Sylvia moment right now. But as we're all like, he's talking to y'all about, okay, so I'm gonna go do this, and he's kind of muttering to y'all about, okay, if I take 93 up here and go this way, we can get there in probably like 30 minutes, give or take. I mean, actually faster than that.
I can't stop here. This is bird country.
I didn't know you read Hunter S. Thompson.
Recognizes that.
I didn't know you read Hunter S. Thompson. Damn, Lynx.
Oh, honey. He was the person who created Gonzo journalism. I was a comm major. Of course I know about
Well, no,
Thompson.
I mean character-wise. I'm saying if Lynx says that, he definitely was like, really? You've read Hunter S. Thompson? What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, has he written Fear and Loathing yet?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. That's actually a good question.
Because this could be a really good in-game reference too, because that'd be really fucking obscure right now.
that would be mine plus
1971.
It's still obscure, but yeah, no. I was pretty sure it was in the 70s.
71.
Yeah.
yep.
Okay.
A lot of good things happened in 1971. I'm not saying anybody here may or may not have been born that year. I'm just saying 1971 was a good year.
Fair enough.
What's my mileage here?
What's my mileage?
But yeah, so Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas was written in 71.
I'm sorry to the viewers,
12
but
miles
this
a
kind
gallon
of
at most.
well, no,
Yeah.
I mean, what's the distance that I'm looking at here? Is what I'm wondering.
So
We
you guys
can
are
go the
getting-
distance to defeat the birds.
the birds.
Dude, if you're cool with going, I'll buy the gas.
God damn it, Lisa.
So
This is
That
how
wasn't out yet.
HD brain works, Cal.
are we? Are y'all gonna go with me for this?
You want to buy your own gas?
Why the fuck not?
You want to buy your own gas?
You already paid me for my gas. He
about that?
says under his
I
breath,
believe-
really quietly.
So she can't hear
I hear it.
Rather deal with the birds than deal with my dad. So let's go.
it.
Okay,
Translation:
uh,
I'd rather risk death than go home.
So Highlands, because there's you've already seen this, and I like pulled out like this is when y'all start to notice just how like decked out this van is. As I pull down the fucking like, there's clearly like, oh, I have like behind this one thing, like this little curtain. I have, sorry, a conspiracy board with like the name of the company that manufactures the loop, a bunch of subsidiaries, some random photos of people, all sorts of shit. Now I have a small section that has like, it says like, as we've been talking and y'all have been outside as I've been rambling, I have created a new spot that says Birdman and has like crows with like the time and date when this happened. It says like a couple of days ago, last week, with the other information. The like I got the names
Well,
of the
who
kids,
else?
and it's all been
Who
laid
else
out.
remembers that Hey Arnold episode?
Oh, the Birdman? Yeah, I thought about it after I said it.
Pigeon Man.
Pigeon Man, yeah.
Pigeon
But I've
Man.
got all that laid out, and you see on my computer already, there is a slowly loading article about this local ornithologist who is on public access. And when I say slowly loading, like, it's clearly going... We're talking bits at a time, but it's loading. It's trying. We need to stay parked here for about 10 more minutes for me to get that article ready, and I need to just read through that and get some more information. But while we're waiting, I got one more thing to show you. Get in. And like as I usher you in, I close the door. I pull the little there's no window on the back, so I just close the door, and I slide a little trunk out from under like the little cot that I have in the back of my van, and I open it up. It's time to arm up. I open it up. There's a set of nunchucks. There is a 3 throwing stars. 2 of them are bent pretty badly. There's a table leg, a crowbar. What else did I say I had in here? I have this all written down. There's a hammer.
I love
A random
this.
ball peen hammer, and then finally you see something that looks suspiciously like the handle for a gun, but that doesn't get moved. It's like covered by something, but it stays kind of like. You see that Robbie actively pushes it like aside. That's not being touched. That's just there.
Okay,
and
this
I've
is
got
the
this.
80s. Do we have Aquanet in the fucking back of this vehicle?
Oh! Do you ask about like do you ask if I have hairspray? Do you ask about it?
Yes.
I've got
Yes.
better than that. And I literally just pull out like an acetylene blowtorch and a large can of like spray paint, and I'm like, if that's what you're wanting, I got it. This is the beauty of taking a van as your signature item. I have been given very free reign to do things that are within the parameters of what could be could be feasible for a 17-year-old in the 80s, which I'm going to tell you is a lot.
Yes,
A
it is.
lot. Which is kind of a scary thought now you think about it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have no idea.
And also, in character, after seeing all that, I'm just going like, Robbie, what the hell?
Look, man, I have been looking into weird shit since before I came to this town. I got here, and shit is fucking weird. This is the weirdest shit I've seen, but I'm telling you, this stuff started back in the 50s, man. I promise you. There's been weird shit happening since actually when did the loops get created?
Junior?
This one was created in like 1942.
Okay, then he'll say the 50s. Since like back in the 50s, man, shit's been getting real fucking weird all over the world, especially around different hubs of military and political power. Things have gotten fucking weird, okay? And I want to understand it. And when you look into shit like this, people come after you. And when people come after you, he likes another joint. People come after you, you have to be prepared. So, and he pulls out the nunchucks, kind of taps himself in the head. He's like, you gotta be prepared.
Roll me contact again, please, Robbie.
God damn it. Okay.
While Glenn does that roll, I was going to go like, I think you've been smoking a little too much of your own stuff there.
To be honest with you, man, I've gotten better since I started this. I shit you not.
And I'm just not going to say that, but you can see on Warren's face, so it's just the skepticism.
1-6.
1-6. All right. So as you're seeing that, the BBS that you're uploading from,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
finally like everything pops up on the screen,
Mhm.
and the document you have is a newspaper clipping article about Matt Tingblad.
That seemed bad.
He was once a celebrity on TV who used to talk about birds all the time, and he like got so big enough to the point where he like went on Carson's show and stuff like that, and he would like bring on birds and talk about them, and he would like he was really just a big bird enthusiast and conservationist and everything like that. But he started having a lot of odd episodes, and at one point it was rumored that he tried to jump off a building in a wingsuit. Some people think he was just trying to kill himself. Others people think that he really thought he could fly.
I think this fucker thought he could actually fly.
Um,
I'm reading it out loud to y'all in little spurts.
Yeah.
And that part I've just said is I think this motherfucker thought he could actually fly. And then I explain.
That's a pretty common problem with different types of Icaruses. Mind if I like this?
Go for it.
Mi casa es su casa.
Pass it off to you from my stash that I've now, because I bought way more than you paid.
Well, I know you did.
Yeah, you know I did. There's
If adults actually understood what, like, would agree that weird shit's going on, local stoners uncover mass Birdman.
that's gonna be the headline. Fuck.
If you're a Men in
Okay,
Black
so-
enthusiast, you might get that. Or if you are a Snoop Doggy Dogg enthusiast, you might get some of the other references. Otherwise, you're too damn young to
Why
find
are
a
you
cute
here?
thing.
But would it be conceivable that I might have a shitty printer that I've stolen from somewhere back here?
Oh my god, one of those old dot matrix
Like
roller
dot matrix printers? Yeah, just
Oh.
enough that I want a picture of him.
That literally sounds like it's like grinding metal as it prints.
Yeah.
I love not matrix printers. My dad had one until like it fucking finally broke a few years ago.
But y'all start hearing the telltale sign of a dot matrix printer, which you've probably heard, like standing outside the van before, but have never quite realized what it was. And I take it and I pull scissors out of a cup on the wall. I have a couple little tools on the wall. And I pull the scissors out of a cup and I pack it up there and jot his name in a Sharpie on top of it and put it up there. And I'm like, okay, y'all ready? We're doing this, right? Y'all are going with me?
Oh wait, you can't do a pic with your phone now. I was gonna say, you want to stop by my place and you can take a snapshot of my paranoia wall.
I'll come take a picture of your paranormal of your red wall later. Yeah, but
My red wall? Yes, even better.
So is the consensus that you are going to Matt's house?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Never mind. It was
So I'm
like-
just gonna like slap, because I don't know if y'all saw me doing the writing motion.
Mhm.
That was on a post-it thing that was in my back pocket. I'm just slapping it on his paranoia wall.
What does it say?
That's my address, dude.
He knows
and-
where your house is. He works on your
I know.
car.
I work on your car. I know where you live. Come
Well,
on, Sam.
Yeah, no, but
We gotta
address
cut you
for
off
the
a little
pool
bit.
house specifically. You've never been in the pool house.
Oh no, you're right. I've only yeah.
Exactly. So you gotta come to my place. That's the pool house.
We can definitely do that.
It's on the way, dude.
By the way, what does everyone want? And like holds up.
Oh,
There's like a hatchet in there and shit. It's like a roofing hat. It's like a roofing hatchet, you know, or the ones with like the hammer back and the yeah.
I'm gonna take that one.
In other words, there's a large amount of improvisational weapons.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you, Warren. I think you need this, and I give him the busted chair leg. I feel like. What sport do you play again, Warren? You play several, right?
Huh?
What sports do you
No, Warren's just track.
just track? Okay. Oh God. Okay. Well, you know what?
You run
You're a
for
tough
help.
guy. Well, track still has to have some fucking shoulders on him for running, so he can get a good swing. And he's gonna have good leg strength too, so he'll be able to swing it. You take this. I look at Lynx, and I look in there, and I look at Lynx, and I look here. I think you'll figure it out fine. Lynx. I don't know what you need, but you get the chair leg. I don't think you can hurt yourself with that. Sam, I trust you to figure it out. Okay, I crawl into the front seat.
I thought, after hearing how Robbie's going, like, Lynx, I trust you to figure it out. Sam, I trust you to figure it out. And it was like, here, don't hurt yourself.
Someone the chair leg.
What the hell, man? As I'm just holding this chair leg, like what?
Do you not have a baseball bat in there?
I don't. I
has a
purposely
crowbar.
don't have a baseball bat.
Dude, I
That's
hand
not
you the
bad.
crowbar, man. Crowbars can
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
I get
All right.
don't hurt.
expressions
Well,
are the same as what the hell.
Since
But
we've
also,
already
also,
decided
I-
where we're going and
The
what
fact
we're
that
doing,
Robbie worked at a comic book store but doesn't
I
have a
think Lynx
baseball bat.
takes. I think Lynx takes the acetylene torch and spray paint
That makes sense.
because they're birds. They fly. We're
Perfect.
playing baseball with them, fucking burning them. So
I'm a drummer. I'll
I think
take
one of the
the-
best things to do with them is to get a tennis racket.
Did you have a tennis racket?
I don't.
No.
I've listed. So here's the thing. Me and Rave also talked about it. Anything we pick up in our travels that could conceivably go in the weapons trunk gets to stay in the weapons trunk, but anything used can be lost. That's the only thing. If it comes out of there, it can go missing, which is fine to an extent. That's why the one thing's staying in. It can't go anywhere. That one's important.
Well, since
But-
my way is on the place, we'll stop in my pool house, and I have all the different sporting equipment. Dad wanted me to play.
Do you
wanted me
have
to play.
pads? Do you have like any fate? Like any?
You
Like,
did say you do play field hockey. You just don't.
I do.
It's not your favorite sport.
No.
Okay. No, that's a good
So-
idea. We'll swing by your place real quick. We're gonna head there.
That's a different driveway than the one you're used to. That's why I
Okay.
gave you the different address. You're not used to pulling in there.
I pull out my map and I like cross-reference street. I go, okay, I can get there. I just throw it on the dash, light a cigarette, crank it up.
Yeah,
Now
I just tell you, dude, you pull in here.
this van, when it does start up, it starts up like a dream. It looks
That's
like
it.
shit, but it runs perfectly. This
It
is
purrs
what
like a
Robbie
kitten.
spends his time on.
V6, V8.
Oh
Tell
no,
me
this
what.
is a V8.
This is a V8. Yeah.
Yeah.
No wait,
Sorry.
that's not a V8. That's a straight 8.
Is it a straight
Yeah,
A?
even better.
I do
Oh,
believe
yeah.
so.
Even
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up, but I'll
But-
find out. But anyway,
I
so
like
you
my
guys
We
are headed
definitely
to
head-
to Samantha's house
We head
first.
to Samantha's house. Yeah, for
All
sure.
right. This is a good place to stop then.
Yeah.
As we are
As,
going into the next phase.
As
I also
as
have
Led Zeppelin's "Run to the Hills" starts playing as we pull out, and I do the classic,
Hell yeah.
and I definitely hit a curb heading out.
Because your
Dude.
depth perception is shot to shit right now.
I've been chain smoking both cigarettes and weed. Yeah, I am. Driving is probably okay on a straight road.
More than
Don't
likely,
do this.
probably.
Don't do this at home. Don't do this at home, kids. Do not drive.
No, do not. Ever.
Don't cross the
Look,
streams.
we
kids.
are-
Don't cross the streams.
we are embodying teenage delinquents right now.
Absolutely.
Did you just say don't cross streams?
I said, don't cross the streams. Yeah. All right. So anyway,
That's
ladies
a
and
different
gentlemen,
one.
thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope everyone had a great time. We will be back in 2 weeks with the next episode of The Best Days, and we will be continuing this. This is going to probably about a 12-part arc. And
Yep.
then, hopefully, after that, we're going to have some big news on what our next game is going to be, as we are going to be running another game that is currently the Kickstarter ended, right? Yeah, the Kickstarter ended by the same company.
I missed out on it.
Huh?
Wait, can we officially announce it?
Yeah.
I said,
Please.
Okay.
What?
I was
I'll
like,
let
sadly,
Corey
Kickstarter-
announce it because he's
It's
insanely excited.
One of my favorite media properties of all time. The Walking Dead is officially getting its own TTRPG game from Free League, the same people who made
Tales from the
Tales from the Loop. I know we're playing it right now, but I'm so fucking excited at the moment. I lost my train of thought. And we are getting an opportunity to play it on stream. We are cool to say what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Free League, Ray here, the amazing Ray, actually, let's see, here. Here,
somewhere.
here. Yeah, here.
I'm there.
Ray, over here. Amazing Ray. Sorry. Ray contacted Free League, and they have given us the okay to play their game on stream. And not only that, but for us to have kind of a cross promotional thing there, where we are going to be acting as people playing kind of for them, as almost an unofficial playtest kind of vibe.
Yep.
And they're going to
They don't actually use streaming for playtests.
Yeah.
But they said that they will give us some time. They will announce our games. We have to give them, ahead of time notice when we're playing, and they're going to announce their games on their Twitter and their pages. And so, we're going to get some extra copies. To give away.
Yep. So it is called the Walking Dead Universe tabletop role playing game. It is going to be really cool. I put in for the Kickstarter for it, and sadly my payment didn't go through. That's a whole other problem. But I have gotten to preview everything about the fucking game. It is all saved, and I've been reading through it, and it looks really cool. They've expanded from their initial talks about what classes they have. They've expanded on that. It is set in the Walking Dead universe. It is set to be, from what I can tell without getting all the information in the world, it looks like it is set more towards the television series than the comic.
Yes.
But given that those universes are so similar, you could easily, if you are a bigger fan of one or the other, could play it as either very easily. The combat mechanics are cool. The survival mechanics are cool. Character building is fucking awesome. I am so excited about this game, and we have been having to keep quiet about it for 6 months.
Yep.
And it has been killing me.
Yep.
I don't know if everyone else here is going to play in it. I don't know for sure. I know I am going to be playing in the game for sure. And I want to know, for those who are going to play in it, are you playing yourself?
Wait.
Are you going to play yourself as close as you can?
I
might.
I'm playing me. I'm fucking playing me. Me and Ray already talked about this. I'm playing me.
So, Corey, fun fact. The Walking Dead was filmed just around the corner from my hometown.
I know where it was filmed. I know very well.
I seriously didn't even think about playing myself. That would actually be really interesting if we actually play as ourselves for those who want to.
I was about to say, I'm going to play myself clearly aged up to where I am now, just set in 2010. That's going to be the difference.
Yeah.
I have done so much research on what I can actually know, realistically, given the time frame.
I was not in a wheelchair yet.
If you want to play, of course, I'm not playing exactly myself. I'm not playing exactly myself as I am now because I have a lot of physical ailments. There will be some in there that will be there. I want to have those flaws. I feel like that makes it interesting. But I thought it was a great idea, and I was going to see who else wanted to do it that way. And I'm glad everyone seems to be on the same page with it, which is dope as hell. But
in the comic, they actually had the chance to go to my hometown at one point, and they decided to turn away from.
Yes, they did.
In Fear the Walking Dead, they literally drive through my town. It's never seen, but it's talked about. They drive through. Yep.
I know your town.
They blocked off the square for filming for The Walking Dead in my hometown for one of those scenes.
Yeah, for one of those scenes. Yeah.
Awesome.
But so I've been super excited about this. I'm waiting to say it forever. I will put my TikTok out about it tomorrow with me in character for it because I've already got my fucking stuff picked out for my cosplay for it. Yeah, I've been fucking prepping, guys. I've been fucking
6
prepping.
months,
and the big thing about it is they're being very cool about it because they don't have any way of like direct promoting us. Because they're a very small company. They just managed to get some really big IPs.
And I will say that AMC is. Oh, we lost Cal. His internet was being screwy earlier.
It's
up there. Now I will
Okay.
say, for those of you who are interested, who are still here and interested in it, they will be doing a game with AMC in promotion of the release of the game when it comes out, and it will be set up within canon of the show, which is very cool.
Badass.
I'm going to be watching that.
Yep. And I do believe that B. David Walters is running it.
He is.
And I'm pretty sure that
he's a wonderful human being.
He is amazing. I talk to him on Twitter a lot. And I do believe that he
Yeah.
said that Ibrea is going to be on, but
Yep.
they have not been able to release who
Ooh.
else is coming on yet.
Yeah.
So the rumor I've heard is that there's going to be a couple of actual actors from one of the two series who are going to be playing in the game.
Well, you know who one of them will probably
I'm
be,
not
right?
surprised by that because he did that with Stranger Things too, with the kids.
But also, Kari fucking Payton
Yep.
is an avid TTRPG player and
He's
is
on Critical Role.
he's on Critical Role. He is the king of King Uriel on Legend of Vox Machina, and he is, of course, King Ezekiel on
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. He's a huge fucking nerd.
Yeah.
So if anyone from there was going to be on it, I would think him.
Oh,
Also, Norman
Ezekiel
Reedus is
was
a
the one
giant
with the tiger,
nerd,
right?
so
Ezekiel was the one with the tiger, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
Yep.
yeah.
I kind of gave up watching the show after a while because I lost track and just didn't want to try and get.
I'll
Catch
tell
up.
you,
Okay,
it's
so
it's worth it.
I am traumatized by zombies.
Okay, fair.
So anytime you see me playing a video game with zombies, I am actively fighting my fight or flight.
I have had a deep fascination and love with zombies since I was about 12. They've just always fascinated me, and I think it's partially the tism. I really think it is. It's something about.
I got traumatized by Return of the Living Dead by the time I was 5.
Totally fair. Completely.
When I was in middle school and high school, I had a subscription to Fangoria.
So yeah, that track. You know what? That totally tracks for you, Ray. That tracks. You seem like you like
But yeah,
Fangoria.
no, like, I like zombies, but like I also am terrified of zombies. So
I
like,
love zombies since the Michael Jackson video.
Thriller.
If you're old enough, you're old
That was
enough.
a really good video though with the special effects, the makeup.
Oh, yeah.
it was a good
It
video.
was the first video of its kind. No one had done a video like that before.
Yep.
That
It
was-
was good though. It was really good.
Yeah, it's a really good video.
I mean,
But I'm so sorry. I'm so
no,
excited.
No,
No,
it's great.
I could ramble for another 2 hours about this.
And we're
You're
going to
good.
basically.
Always good to have the excitement around
Yeah.
something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so that's basically what we're going to do after this one. And we're looking at this to give us time. We want to give them time to get it out on the shelves as well.
Of course.
Because the Kickstarter is already over. But you can late pledge. I did look it up. You can late
Yeah.
pledge. So if you want to late pledge, you can go and late pledge. The deals are almost as good as the Kickstarter deals were.
Yeah.
Do we have links to put in the description? for that
We
one?
can put links up in the Facebook and we can put links up
Yeah.
on all our other social medias. Yeah, it's gonna
I
be.
feel like we can make jokes with my character name and links.
Oh god.
Do you have any idea how many I've
We're
already
gonna make so
ordered?
many dad jokes now.
Oh boy.
Oh, and if you are watching and you are planning on watching the Walking Dead stream, be aware that I will be making, because canonically in that universe, at least the TV universe, zombies don't exist. It's not a the only things that do exist are the idea of Haitian zombies in canon, and it's not popularized because the movie White Zombie never happened, so it's not a common idea. There are ideas of like other zombie-esque creatures from other folklore, but
Yes.
traditional zombies do not exist, and since the media doesn't exist, therefore I will be every episode putting out at least 1 or 2 references to some form of zombie media within my dialogue throughout the episode. I have a list of over 100 different pieces of zombie media put aside already, and it will be put in naturally. And if anyone fights me on it, we're going to fight.
Corey,
You want to fight me on it? We're gonna have a
I'm
fist
not
fight?
disagreeing with you. However, I call the boomstick one.
That's fine. I wasn't even taking Evil Dead into it. But I mean, straight up, just like
Okay.
song names, movie names, book names. Yeah, no, I've
Fair
got
enough.
I've got so much ready. I've got so much fucking ready.
I will totally throw out.
Yeah, no, I'm proud being able to say, and this is my boomstick.
You can
This
have
is
it.
my
You can
boomstick.
have it.
so often. In fact, that might happen next game. I'm
Now,
just
say,
saying.
that one actually could Evil Dead exist in that universe?
The
No.
Walking Dead universe?
Well, maybe because yeah, because it is actually demons,
They're
not
demons,
zombies.
not zombies. And vampires
So
exist.
there
You know
is
vampire media
potential.
exists. Yeah,
Corey, did you watch the finale
Yeah,
of The
so-
Walking Dead?
I did.
I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but you saw the
Which thing?
changes to the dead.
Hold on.
Oh,
wait.
that's all. Okay, hold on. Let's
Do we need to do
finish stream
spoilers?
and then have
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Let's finish stream and have that
All
conversation.
right, no problem. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. This has been a wonderful and amazing night. Thank you guys for playing. Corey, where can we find you on the wonderful?
You
wonderful
can
webs?
find me on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram as _hipster_GM. That is where you can find me. I have been kind of loosey-goosey on content lately, but I am working on posting some more. Like today, I posted about 5 videos. I've had no traction for over 4 months, so I've had, I think, 2 videos that have had over 600 views, one of which got up to 50,000. So who knows? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on with that shit, but go check me out over there. I would really appreciate it. I just broke 5K and actually got the stuff for my 5K giveaway in last night, so that's going to be out soon.
man.
Yeah, I got the giveaway prize. It's actually here. I'll show it to y'all here in a minute once we're off stream.
Sorry.
But yeah, you can find me over on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and that's where I live.
Excellent.
That's what I do.
Kel, where can folks find you?
Hey guys, again, I'm Kellen, also known as the Celtic Wyvern King. You can find me on Twitch and TikTok under the same. And when it comes to Twitch, you can actually find me over on ADH Adventures every Monday for Gods of Arleia. We actually are about to wrap up the Arcadia arc, where I got a new dagger that pretty much does random ass effects, and likely I roll to essentially banish someone to a plane of existence where they can never come back after threatening my character's family.
Wow. Then what happens?
That's what we got to find out next Monday.
That's right.
Alyssa, where can people find you?
Hi, you can find me as Geek Girl Alyssa on primarily TikTok and Twitch. I'm also on Twitter and Instagram and whatnot is the same. You can find me on Wednesdays over on Beggar Street for Masks the New Generation. We just announced that next season, when we come back for the new school year, I will be the editor-in-chief. So there is potentially a time skip happening. We're not sure yet. It depends on what happens in the next few sessions. And keep a listen out for news on Beggar Street as well, because we're announcing things with Summer.
Dun, dun, dun. And of course, as always, you can find myself and the lovely wife and Dinner and Games links, which are in the link tree that's in chat, and you can find all these other amazing creators' links in chat as well. Remember, the best thing you can do for any content creator is go give them a follow. We do everything we can to create entertaining content for you, and the best type of actual, an acknowledgement for that is just a simple click of the follow button, and it gives us tons of serotonin, and it helps us get geared up and hyped up to make more content for you. We keep on losing poor Cal. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and say goodnight to you all. As soon as I figure out how to do a multi-stream raid, I'm going to start doing that. But until that time, I would have to raid on 4 different channels, and since they all have the ability to raid, it's kind of a pain in the butt. So we're going to say goodnight to you guys. We love you very much, and we will see you on Tuesday for Emerald Sanctums and Wednesday for Kingdoms of Mist. And next Friday, I will be on a Dice Cream Sandwich playing in the Pure Havoc 5e game run by the amazing Ivy Shadow. We will see you guys later. Have a good night, and be safe. And I didn't give me save you a seat at the table. Bye.